Man, me not afraid. We there, me up. Yes, man, me up, man. Yeah, man, Rennie. You're up. All right, so hear this. Something really run through my head when I read a little thing here, you know. So Bridget send it to me, and I say, you know, send it for me look on it fast. I want me look. Me see in the paper today, you know. Them in the committee where, you know, Chuck I say more, you know, them release the 6. Yeah, Chuck called for the Integrity Commission illicit 6 report, enrichment report. And me could dissect what I say, no? You see them play a 2 more thing there, and them know better than that, you know. Because them fight not to put out the thing. Like up more than a year. And now when you see him run out, we don't ever something them a try fix. Them get fixed, but them up to something no good. We smell some rat. We smell some rat. Yeah, man. We smell some rat, man. So it seems that them doing something, but that's not good. So we're smelling a lot of rats. Yes? All right. So, me could look what I want now. Yeah, man, we smell some rat. And when I thought those bush rat, but we smell some rat. Yeah? All right. So, me could take a look what I want. Yeah? Me could take a look what's really going on. Yeah? All right. Look on this. So calls for Integrity Commission illicit enrichment report to the story in the media, okay? All right, what's up? Justice Minister Delroy Chuck is urging the Integrity Commission to deliver its report of investigation into the 6 parliamentarians and the 28 public officials who are being probed for illicit enrichment. At a meeting at the Integrity Commission Oversight Committee of Parliament earlier this afternoon, Chuck urged that the anti-corruption body has been given the requisite financial measure to deliver more effectively on its mandate of fighting corruption. What? The committee met to review 4 reports sent by the Commission relating to 4 employees of Petrojam who breached the Integrity Commission law by not submitting their statutory declaration. For me, it was a bit of disappointment when I sat in a parliament waiting for these 4 reports to come, because the Integrity Commission released a press release to say that 4 reports are coming and will be tabled, he said. To have these 4 reports just about the filing statutory declaration, to my mind, was like a squib, he added. According to Chuck, many lawmakers believe the report had to do with the illicit 6. Him goddamn know say them have the 6. And them fight and them, but yes, still him come out on a call and I say the Integrity Commission to release it. Man get a gunshot for this, you know. Yeah, man. You know, you hear him, you know, them play that little thing there, you know, play a little thing like, yeah, man, because it's clean. Just hear where I say yes and it don't even make no sense, because we just show a thing for our town hall meeting on Sunday. From 2016 till now, the amount of, you know, corruption. Over $6.8 billion worth of corruption. Not no solve. Eh? All right, continue. Continue. All 4 have something to do with illicit 6. That no make any sense. Chuck said we need to hear from the Integrity Commission whether the matter involving the 6 parliamentarians and the 28 public officials being investigated for illicit enrichment have been cleared up. He insisted that if they have not been cleared up, and that's a foolishness again. You might talk about cleared up. And me I say a garbage. Definitely garbage. Okay? Continue. What I mean by if they are not been cleared up? The Commission should report on them as soon as possible. It shouldn't be too difficult for the IC to demand responses from whenever those 6 persons are. And what is interesting, no one seems to know who those 6 persons are. And the report to Parliament as soon as possible. The Justice Minister said it should not take the Commission a year to complete its probe into the 6 parliamentarians and 28 public officials who allegedly violate the law. However, following the meeting, Parliamentary Committee for a fresh investigative report with indicative ruling from the Director of Corruption Prosecution were submitted this afternoon to Parliament by the Commission. In its news release, the Integrity Commission said it anticipates that its report, which were submitted in conformance with the Section 54 of the Integrity Commission law, will be tabled both houses of Parliament as soon as possible. In its comments during the Integrity Commission Oversight Committee meeting, Chuck indicated that the Commission has been allocated $1.5 billion this financial year to carry out its mandate.
So I'll tell you how much money, you know, and it's a waste. And maybe hear him saying, me rubbish something here. Maybe hear 1.5 billion people. Let me tell you something. Look on this now. He said if the man them was no patakat, the people them want to vote for, you know, run a government. If them was no patakat, you know, then you know have an integrity commission. Cause them would have integrity. No say go. Of course. So you wanna eat for putting these things up, check and balances, and so much of them. So much of these bodies spending so much money to keep them on off government resources, taxpayers' money. You can't just get up and just a vote for criminal each time, so and then them have to put in different board, you know, to keep some check and balances, to keep them paws off taxpayers' cash. It's bad. It's bad, man, very bad. Continue.
We want the IC to succeed. And succeed must be measured in how well the country is doing in stamping out corruption.
You watch that, Chuck. You might talk about the corruption. And then when you look at the thing where you see read out the amount of corruption, the right there, so the amount of money. Whether bushing, whether buy the police car, whether, you know, whether petrol jam, whether railway thing where you see not go through yet, Ministry of Education, whether, you know, market me money, whether some of them, the amount of money. You see, the amount of things that you see are going on. But you still them attack like, yes, we see us, we attack against corruption. It don't make no sense to me, you know, people. Everything in front of you. If them did honest in the first place, then you have all these bodies. To keep them in check. But we want to know, you know, make the argument and turn it against the Integrity Commission. Like we're going to the money, you know. So for all the mandate up, I want to do this. No, if one was not patakat, them never have to do it. There wouldn't be a need for Integrity Commission. Okay? All right. Continue. Remember, just play back that this right there too. Here again.
Financial year to carry out its mandate. We want the IC to succeed. And succeed must be measured in how well the country is doing in stamping out corruption. He said, according to Chuck, the indicator of success in fight against corruption was the rating the country received and Transparency International Corporation Corruption Perception Index.
So they matter about the perception and corruption. As I said before, you know, yeah? As I said before, if the country never so corrupted and you vote for some people, a matter of fact, if them have to swear in an oath in office. And them swearing, you know, all ministers swearing to be true, yeah, be true and faithful to the country and honest. You know, but they blind packet. Never come and they put it, when they attack him and address it, you know, like the Integrity Commission now, wall up the whole thing. Want to listen good. I twist him, say I twist it now, you know. He might twist it. Eh? People of Jamaica don't let them twist nothing at all right now. A matter of fact, we are with him not going to allow no that kind of privilege to get up and twist nothing around here. Not gonna work. Now go work. Alright? Continue.
TPI. In January this year, Jamaica improved one place In Transparency International Corruption Perception Index country ranking. However, the country remained the fourth most corrupt state. The fourth most, you know, in the Caribbean, most corrupted. Jamaica scored.
But we want to know much state in the Caribbean, and Jamaica the fourth most corrupt. Yeah, I think it then them say the fourth most. I think it they're number one. I must say the fourth are the first most corrupt. Corrupted more than Haiti right now. Believe it or not. Yeah, man. Not the Caribbean. Going out of the Caribbean state, the man said Jamaica. Jamaica corrupted bad, man. A matter of fact, it are the most corrupt in the world. You hear it. And believe it or not, you know. In a business we talk as is very corrupted. Backdoor deal, enough. You understand? Yeah, man. And them forgot, so them just lock it for a little island, you know, and them go on and with them corruption. But them have to leave out. But we have some bigger plan for them, you know. Ooh, one of them make up all this corruption and do all one bag of things, man. We have some bigger plan for them, man. Yes, man. Yeah? We have some bigger plan for them. You hold on, man.
44 and the CPI with the ranking of 69 out of 180 countries.
Fabian, this is in the top 10. And the top 10, this is named top 5. If them say 4th. Most corrupt, that means in the top 5. Eh? And if you drop off one out of the 5 and say, you know, top 4, you make it. That really bad now. Eh? That really bad. You said 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. You know? If that's the top 10, bad, you know, bad. That you can't top 10. For so much country in the world. But when you drop it down now and say, you know, you drop it and say, like, in the top 5, half it at 10, then you know, say, it don't make no difference when you're there for 1, 2, 3, or 4. You're very corrupted. Yeah? Nobody say, oh, but me still there 2, you know. I'm there 3 out of 100 and add. It's bad. Yeah. Because you have to think about the whole world too, you know. And just the Caribbean, no matter about Caribbean, them know say Jamaica rank high. You know? Yeah, man. Terrible, man. Terrible. Yeah.
It would be nice if the Integrity Commission could find a way and mean to show how we are stamping out corruption.
Me not tell you say I blame game. You hear the keyword there? You see when you're reading, you read and listen out for keywords. You listen out for keywords. You see them have them way for blame. Because right away, the one of this I blame, them I blame Integrity Commission. Say, hey, you know, it would be very nice. Him tell you about the money, the $1.5 billion, you know, with them give them for fight against corruption. But we are telling them, say no, if you have a government like where, you know, them promise to be clean and, you know, transparent and, you know, upfront and, you know, precise, and them come with a different thing where no care who and the whole of them corruption, yeah. Them by Andrew and the two. The whole of them corruption, yeah, and it still sit with them. That alone, you know, it's troublesome. And right away, you might tell Integrity, it'll be nice, you know, Integrity Commission, because we spend 1.5 billion, you know, budget to get for the year if we go deal with what we not deal with, you know. And nice if we could have, you know, hold them and stamp it out. If you stamp it out and when they try to do the thing, man, get gunshot and suitcase taken away. Eh? And the corrupt from up near the top. We know said corrupt from up near the top. Yeah? Billions of dollars gone every year. Eh? And if you check on them people, you wonder how them get so rich, politician. You ever have nothing those couple of years ago. You know, them rich. Them rich. And then I try and match something and say, I could just give myself the raise up here. You think them more cut them pay and try to build a country. You know? Try to build a country. Me say a youth get push off, them say get push off a building. Real. That should have make news all over the place, you know. Not just by internet, sir, you know, but should have make news all over the place. Real. Push off. And some, me say a place them drop too, but somebody else them get pushed from up the 11th floor. 11th floor. Then if you have some safety thing door, that if you have some safety thing, if it not use or something or some safety thing around it, you know, where you can't just push a man and then drop. So, yeah, you have to have some safety thing, man. Saying each floor or each something, if you have drop through that, if you have some safety thing, if a man push you drop through that, something catch you this or something catch you so. Don't go when you draw something, if you have to draw something through it, you know, it can't go on. But you have some safety net or something, man. Can't stay so though. Yeah. And him lie down there and them have one piece of board. Not a stretcher. No ambulance, we don't see an ambulance. And then, like a woman, and said she a nurse, I feel him neck. Joke. Joke. Yeah. So, let me hear where him just say yes or no again.
Integrity Commission, let me tell you something though, Chuck. It shouldn't be we have an Integrity Commission of spend 1.5 billion if we does honest and we self as parliamentarians. You know, and people have serving the people. If we never, if we peers and people among them was no patakat, then we don't need it. Waste of money. You understand? Not just una corrupted and thief. No for no. Within this, so that's why this happened. What measure are being used to stamp out corruption? Because the president for the 4 is below 50, he said.
So, he might blame Integrity Commission now and tell him that nice if them can't do something for stamp out corruption. They might try a man get gunshot and briefcase, kind of when I hear nothing else about it. You know, if the man get better, because you can't die of gunshot wound same way, you know. Can't get a shot by your hand and it kill the same way. Same like a man that somebody that slit the wrist and the wrist and wrist, yeah. And you bleed to death also. You can't get gunshot and still kill you, get infected or do something and still kill you. You get some medication and then you go get some blood clot or something, and you know, you do operation and all kind of things and still kill you. See? So them things they have to look through the whole of these things, you know. You understand? We look through the whole of these things. So Chuck, I play a little blame game around here. We not allow him, don't it? We not allow them to play a blame game around here. None at all. None whatsoever. See? None whatsoever. So the country and does crime a #1 thing. A crime and corruption are #1. Them want to say a crime, you know. If you take your eyes off of corruption. But if it wasn't for the corruption are #1. And the crime follow closely. Yeah, the murder, not just corruption or crime. So that me tell you are the crime, a #1, then the murder. Yeah, them corruption, politician and the whole of them big boys and them things, them for them corruption. Without that, the money there where the boy we are spend, the amount of money we are thief, and the amount where, you know, the country could have get looked at properly. You have proper education system around, people get jobs, you know, could have create jobs with a 1.5 billion, then more jobs. The place could have, you know, that could have gone on the thing, but you keep the place clean. You know, keep away rats and all kind of things instead of breed up more rats and all kind of things. So, you know, if you do that, you have a healthy, you know, a more healthy place. It could have employed people, like we have cash program back in the days. Yeah? If them just keep honest and clean. But them just, you know, jumping at the same kind of ball rolling where the big boys, them run Jamaica. Like a slavery, like a slave den, you know? Yeah, man, and then the people them go and slave out and them alone things touch. You see me I say? Yeah, man. So him call for the Integrity Commission illicit sticks enrichment report. And I tell them to clean up the corruption. Eh? Up to something no good. You see it? Him up to no good. Yeah? Corruption alongside the murder rate sink for Jamaica. Yeah? Because corruption take money, you know. Then for them youth now, them could have maybe in a college and do something and what have you, man. The money could have divert, do something else, man. Spending education and them thing, man, back in the days, man. You understand? So you know have them youth to do some idle things. I could have didn't know give some people some little loan which can help, you know. Uplift the country or do something. Them don't want that, man. Them are lying in them pocket. And look how them get old. So you run down a bag of money now and you get so old and you just look for some things. Let me tell you this, we don't have nothing. We not run down nothing. Yeah, man, we not run down nothing. See? And this is how enough people understand me Jamaica too. Because the money dip value, the money not stabilize. I know. Them say it stabilize. Something where move up and down every day. That not stabilize. It have to stand up. It have to stand up at 55, 155 to 1. Stand up, not 155, 38 or 58 or 156. That not stabilize. It just stand up one place. For your ear, you know, say it's stable for your ear, right? It's stable for 6 months and things. So it not stabilize. I know. 157, 156, 150. Not stabilize. See? And then the murder rate now. When them want to give some murder rate, when them show you, you know something wrong because you find people. If the youth them put up all them video the other day with the sibling, I don't even think them had it. Because them not find the body, so them not add them. Them not have a seat and say me add it for me. So them I say, hey, from as long as we don't have the physical body, we not find it. Don't add it to the tally, you know. Make government look bad. Yeah, government look bad. And Jamaica become a burial site all over the place. You know, these community, ghetto community. Yeah, man. No, you see, Ratty request that already, you know, because when them have a push out, you know, Roger, it don't make no sense. The stats when them have push out, you know, so we don't go for that none at all, you know. We have better sense. Can we get different stats from when them have push out? It still not look good neither, you know. No look good, you know. But still not make no sense. Because we know enough time higher than that. No look good. Don't look good. Still not make no sense. Saying? Still not make no sense. Yeah? Look hear about the stats, yeah. Look hear a big mama say about the stats now. Look hear. Hold on.
He's thinking of establishing a new. So when the Prime Minister says, listen, we have to deal with this epidemic of violence.
Pandemic.
It is the single greatest failing of his administration since coming to power in 2016.
All right, so you know, when you hear from Big Mama now, hey, Maria, sister, I call you in a minute. When you hear from Big Mama right now, what tell us said the government failed. But him said they are one of the biggest failure. The single biggest failure. That means him fail. You can't change your words, you know. You see, sometimes when you do PR, you know, and your face are them bright. Them not really bright, you know. You know? Me I tell you say articulate, speaking, I try to speak articulate. It not help you most of the time, you know. Because you get them get paid for, you know, do them propagandists, you know, broadcast and you know, work for government, for make government look good. But when you listen to him say, I repeat, I play it back. You know, say, okay, them know says a feeling government too. Yeah,
epidemic of violence. It is the single greatest failing of his administration since coming to power.
The single greatest failing, that means them have other failing in the health system, you know, road and works, this, that, everything. But this are the single greatest one. You can't remember, you know, you have how much ministry around. Him never say, okay, these are the only failing. It is the single greatest failing. Not the only failing, but the single greatest failing. You hear? But yes, still them not come. I remember the Prime Minister till they said fail. A matter of fact, the Prime Minister said we have the statistics show, you know, like war zone. In a war. Yes, to be in a peace. That's why I didn't want from peace place. So hear it from the anaconda's mouth. Yes. Yeah? Yeah.
We have to deal with this epidemic of violence.
Epidemic. Not hear the word we use. When you hear the word I use, it's an epidemic of violence. Yeah? But you know, you have the corruption is the next big epidemic. That a matter of fact, it lead up to some of them murder and think you them not have not get no education, them leave school and not have nothing. Saying? But just listen what the man say. You hear what I'm saying about it? Yeah, man. Listen again.
It is the single greatest failing of his administration since coming to power in 2016.
Greatest one.
So he said to the crowd yesterday, he's thinking of establishing a new ministry to focus on reducing the levels of violence in the country.
So the new ministry now, anywhere between maybe 600 million to maybe a billion, over $1 billion if you want to create a ministry like this, you go run again. You see it because of corruption and all kind of little things, you know, it caused the whole of these kind of little things. It don't make no sense. You can't just get up and create ministry, so ministry. When they used to say, Portia Simpson Miller have wall over. And remember them money big now, when I like back in the days when them push up them things. Them, a matter of fact, them know so them a failure. But them go for the bigger, them get the biggest pay rise in the history. A matter of fact, them get the biggest money, pay, in the history of government. Our government members, officials, them. As parliamentarians, anything, you just call it, the government get the biggest pay rise in the history of Jamaica, 300%, and closer to 300%. Doing nothing. Fail the country and get so much money for it too. You can't believe that? Get big money for fail. See everybody line them pocket. Big boy, them happy. So, everything good from the big boys, them happy. Because them big boy love them, Just pressure the people, them and stand up to them neck. And me can tell you, say, and me can show, a matter of fact, I can show no. Me can tell you, say, even when them talk about slavery, remember me telling you already, me have something when me just book up on my mom and show no. Slave master used to anger them slave better than this. Me now ask, you think about it. Me just book up something, and me can show no what me mean. Because when them go sit down and study them and make movies and all kind of thing, slave master used to anger them slave better than that. Me now ask them, if your slave did wishy-washy, there is nowhere the hell them that make money. Because them sell slave. Them breed slave like cattle and sell them. And them like when you're up there, and I can show you what them used to call the slave. I can show them. Because you remember me taught these things. I'm about something since that before I come on here. And I can show you this thing to you. I can show you it, Hold on. I have to show you this, Yeah. I have to show you. Let me take it up. I have to show you it. I have to show you this, yeah? And this, you make you understand, because them are build movies or fight and build all kind of things. And some people are saying, but you think about it, if you have your place and have your slave and kill them out, who run your business here, or you make money? Oh! Nobody now have to tell you that, You have to have great mind, you can think out of the box. And slave back in a slavery get better anger, than the people them where you vote for in Jamaica now to be government. They not even ask. And some people that say you say that because them not think so deep. Yeah? This make the people them make them money. So there is no way them are get up and anger them slaves so nasty. No way at all. You understand? There is no way. No way. So me show now what me attack now. Now show now what me attack. You understand? So this, where him tell us the government are the single, this, me have play it right out now. So say this is a failure and I who this in mouthpiece. Big mama, propaganda machine. I tell you, a matter of fact, the Prime Minister tell him said, let me play it out right now. I'm going to show you this.
With this epidemic of violence, it is the single greatest failing of his administration since coming to power in 2016. So he said to the crowd yesterday, he's thinking of establishing a new ministry to focus on reducing the levels of violence in the country. Here's what he said.
Jamaica is not a country at war, but our homicide rate, our death due to violence, equates countries that are at war. What it means is that Jamaica is in conflict. We are in conflict with ourselves. We cannot continue to be a society in conflict with ourselves. We have commissioned a study on it, which we should get by the end of this year.
When you hear for yourself, conflict with ourselves, but that wasn't the Prime Minister's speech in opposition, you know. Himself for all the government accountable. A matter of fact, him alone could have deal with the violence. But him not put nothing in place to deal with the violence. No, him don't. Him not put nothing at all in place. Let me show you what I talk right as so. Let me show you what I talk right as so. Right? Let me talk about the slave right now. Let me show you what I talk right now. Hold on. Hold on. Slave. Because this is an easy thing for them, you know, them sit down and think about, you know, long time, you know. Yeah. Slave. You find it, slave. Slave. All right. Look on this, people. Look on this.
For as little as $200, and after dividing the blacks according to their pedigree, one of the most sought-after breeds was called the Mandingo. They are the best of all blacks. Every time they appeared, white people would rush to buy them. Soon a white woman rushes up to the auction table and gropes all over the man's body, and then, without hesitation, she bids $800. She was ready to take him back to the farm as her favorite. At that moment, a man on the stage also took a liking to the breed. He offered $5,000 for the Mandingo, and the reason why the man spent so much money was because he had a large number of female slaves on his farm. So he was going to bring this pure Mandingo back to optimize the bloodline of the black slaves on his farm. As long as there are more and more pure blacks, then this $5,000 is not worth mentioning at all. Soon Mark brought Mandingo back to the farm. When his father saw such a fine breed, he was excited, because he had been buying and selling black slaves for decades. He had never seen such a pure Mandingo breed. Then he had a pot of hot water prepared for this superb black slave. At the same time, the black female slaves on the farm were preparing for their pregnancy, and only Mandingo could
prepare for pregnancy. I said you to go for you. You think about it. So even when them go do them research and then go make shows, fight, but everything about it, there is no way a slave, you know, just get slave and just whip them. No. You know, who that whip you and carry news by you, and the all slave them do that. That's why them farm the watchmen in the 17 something. It turned the Jamaica Constabulary Force, you know. You can go look it up. The history is there. It's there. Yeah. See? So the Mandingo, them are them, you know, well sized up and, yeah. See? You understand? So them the slave back in the days used to get better treatment than, oh, the government are treat Jamaicans right now. Me not ask. People are eat dirt. You know, have nothing. Them just mash you up. Them do all kind of things to you. You have to be careful. Yeah? No two way about it, you know. No two way, you know. Them have manners unless your name, you have certain big name. But you have certain big name now, you know, say you're good. But if you don't have certain big name, you know, say, you know, nobody not too want to hear you, you know. You understand? Nobody not want to hear you. Pinto, you give me a call now, no? Pinto, give me a call now, make me hear, come over talk to my sister, you know. Talk to Marie, you know. You see me, I say? So, Anjo, Big Mama tell us say he's a failure. Well, we you know, recap that. Big Mama tell us say the single, you know, the single-handed failure are the crime and violence thing you want to open a next ministry. But it not have no effect. Because the amount of thing or you approach thing, you know, is, you know, punish them more. Give them more time in a prison, although you don't build one new prison. So you cause more problem. You see me I say? Yeah, man. Yeah, you see what them do? Yeah, so them come now and get a drink, and I embarrass you with the drink and give name and name, and you just go and go drink it. Don't. But if you know where history, you know. But we know where history, you know, them can't take off in a fool on here, you know. Yeah, man. You don't know your history, you know, you don't have no, you're living in the present, man. I think about your future, you don't have no future if you don't have no. You don't know your past. Yeah? But you think about it. And I like the man them get up and do anything. You have a little slave youth two or you know, run rogue. And most of them when you're born in a place and when you're born come see you, you fall in line, you know. You fall in line. And they say you're born. So when the slave master them see what I want and say all them mandingo, yeah. Sometimes of them fill the line for the mandingo. That's why we know so we know so dark in skin again, like you know, like the one them will come because them thin we out. Some of the same people them will wear cuss. And this is a reality too. That's why I mean about that cuss about no race. You just watch your one race for them are going with. And your great grandpeople them, great grandmother and grandfather, because I'm their grandfather, that means you're great. If you have a great, like 5 great grandmother, a grandfather, that means don't think of a mother, the 6 great grandmother, a grandmother can feel mother, you understand? You have a mother and father plus a father and them thing there. See, I run through the blood and go, you know. That's why I'm like, all right, sir. All right, megawatt. See me I talk about? Yes, man. See? Me just tell the brethren you just call me the wife for just shout me right now. Come on and talk to me. I say if I'm this. But I've got to shout me back now, you know. Yeah, man. Shout me back right now, yeah? Shout me back right now. Yeah. See if you can't shout me back right now, brethren, because you know, I forgot to talk to. Want to talk to Maria about Wagwan, yes, and they. I know when we start, you know, we're not ease up, you know. Eh? Blame the man. Man, we can't keep up the show, you know, man. Short me now. Short me back right now. Yeah? All right? Yeah, man. So as me I say now, slave get better treatment. You see them, but them treat them use the county like cattle. This show, you know, them thing I prove, you know. Them have the book. Them know what go on and they may build film, make film from these things and what have you. But are the house slave them? Because you have somebody slave them, they use to stay in a house, you know. Different from the field slave, you know. Them know carry the news and what go on and them. And them are whip you, you know. Them want thing over here, you know. Yeah, man, them want thing over here, man. See? Them want the thing them over here. See? So, you know, I always see life, you notice everything is just your time because them have day and night, and yes, still everything just wash away. You know, like sun, like sun and you know, sea and sun and the water, the tide just come up and just wash with that. You put a footprint there, and when you look water just run over it, zoom and draw it back and that gone. The whole other thing they gone, you know. Gone. But it's still the boat in Jamaica, you know. Because what they're about in Jamaica now and in some other country like them, it's worse than slavery, you know. No trick on yourself about slavery, this and that, and them a run with it. And them same one, I tell you about it, you're voting independent government, you know. Say you're independent, but you're dependent. And you still them turn around and do your all kind of evil. And pack you up in a bus. And feed you. If you look one day and promise you a little money. All that a foolishness. Yeah? If you mash you up. No make no sense. Hold on a minute. Yeah, man. Bless up, sir.
Yeah, man. Respect, man.
Turn on your TV, yeah?
Yeah.
Turn on your TV. Turn on your TV. Turn on your TV.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. We're good.
Yeah, man. We're good now. Yeah, man. Evening, sir.
Yeah, man. Good evening, man.
Yes, man. As you were saying to me now, with the experience in the hotel, I could talk about because we have to expose them thing there, you know. The same thing I talk about Jamaica and the attitude and we're wrong, it's wrong. And I don't know wrong, you know. Yes. Got you.
Yes, the thing about it is, if I was to give this a heading, I would give it a heading as holiday in employees. What them call it,
failure.
But more I use the term what the brother use. Him saying now make nobody diss him. So apparently him want make sure that him diss me. And it's not him alone. In Bass also this
In Bass,
so,
okay. So tell me something. Tell me, just give me a rundown on this now. What took place? What happened? Just give me a whole rundown and give the people them some of your background and why you end up at the Holiday Inn. Where the Holiday Inn in a Negril where? Mobile where? Mm-hmm.
The Holiday Inn in a Rose Hall. All right. So let me say good evening to the listeners, and you know, all the respect, brother Wayne, I really appreciate everything that you're doing.
Yes, sir.
So a group of us as missionaries from the US went down to Jamaica from the 11th of November to the 18th of November. 4 of us stayed at the Holiday Inn from the 11th to the 18th. 6 went up to St. Andrew on the 11th. And the agreement was all of us were supposed to be at the Holiday Inn from the 16th until we leave on the 18th. On the 16th, we had planned that we would be there at the Holiday Inn about, 7:30, 8 o'clock. It so happened that day, it rained really, really heavy. So by the time we got there as a group, it was minutes to 10. Now, we had 2 gentlemen there that was supposed to help, get the tables together that when we get there, because we knew it was going to be a rush thing from the beginning. So we had 2 gentlemen there that was supposed to get the tables together and everything, that when the group got there, we could all sit together. Again, we had planned to be there at 7:30, but because of the rain and everything, we got there late. When we got there, I went to the area where it was enough seating for the group. There was a lady sitting at the table, and she said they just finished with a group of hairdressers that they were having like a little meeting after their dinner. Now, I asked her, please, can you let my group sit, because we're just coming in and, they're going to grab some food and sit. She said, okay, no problem. So I said, okay, group, this is where you're supposed to, sit. The new folks who were checking in, they were doing their check-in. And we had already planned in the vehicle. As soon as they check in, go grab a plate. I was trying to get drinks for them. There was one lady sitting at the table that was designated for, the group. She was sitting there with some coffee. My wife got to the table. As soon as my wife got to the table, she realized that even though one person was sitting with the coffee, and my wife was now going to join that person with her dinner, one of the Holiday Inn employees was tearing off the tablecloths off the table. And they told them, hey, the section is closed. Now, they tell my wife and the other lady that was sitting there that the section is closed, but there were other people sitting there that was not disturbed. Anyway, on hearing what was happening, I went to a person who I found out his name is Mr. Blair. He's supposed to be the in-charge person for the dining area, if you will. So I went to him and tell him, hey, I have a group. We just come in and they want to grab some food real quick and they want to sit down, but the table the tablecloth was taken off the tables, and they were told that the section was closed, even though there are still people sitting over there. So he started listening to me, and he was saying something. And he asked me, what's the group? I tell him, I said, we're a group of missionaries. Some people just got from St. Andrew to join us, and we want to sit there. He just walked away. So when he walked away, I figured he was going to get something to resolve the situation. But he didn't come back. So needless to say, by the time, the folks came, they already stopped serving and everything got topsy-turvy. I made a complaint to one of the employees there, and she took me to the person who said he was in charge for the night. I talked to him. he come out, he apologized to the group, and he said they're gonna do an investigation the next day, and he'll be in touch with me the next night. Now that was the Thursday night before we left. We were leaving the Saturday. So the Thursday night, you know, folks got, just light stuff because the buffet was done and everything. Anyway, he said he was going to be in touch with me the Friday night. The Friday night, I was in the lobby. I saw him. He said he come right back to me. After waiting about half an hour, I didn't see him. He had given me his phone number, his cell phone number from the night before. So I called him and asked him if he's going to come back. He said, wait in the lobby. I waited. When he came by, he said they did an investigation in the morning, and apparently he was making, the language that he used is what he found out, it's somebody was lying. Either me or the hotel employees, but it wasn't. The night before, he told me that whatever I was saying was the truth in the presence of Mr. Blair, the supervisor, and the person who led me to him as the person in charge. The Thursday night, it was the truth. Friday night, he told me, based on his investigation, somebody was lying, and he making it seem like I was the one that was lying. So he called another gentleman over to prove that, the truth wasn't being said. So that now was the Friday night. Remember, we leaving the Saturday morning. The gentleman come over and he was talking. I said, sir, my group, that's the Friday night now. The group was already at dinner. I said, sir, my group is already at dinner. I would like to join them because this is the last night we have together. So please give me your name and we will talk sometime in the future. He keep on talking. So I said, sir, please give me a name. Let's talk again because I want to go join my group. He just walked away. So I said, sir, can I have your name? He just keep on going. And he told the other gentleman that said, he is in charge and I have his name. But he says, you talk to them. So now the reason I say, they did us is because the first night, the Thursday night, I hear Mr. Blair on the phone talking to somebody, and it could be this gentleman, his supervisor. He was telling him that he is not going to make no guest diss him. So when I hear him saying he's not going to let any guest diss him, I shouted, so you want to be the one that dissed the guest, right? So he dissed me, his supervisor dissed me, and then, the night when the checking in was going on, I said to the person that was checking in the guests, I say it was 6 people that need to be checked in. I said, please, if you could just hurry up a little bit because, we want to make sure that they get at least one plate from the buffet. The lady said, don't worry about it. She said, if they don't get no buffet, they could go get hot dog later on. And I'm like, no, if you pay $100 and something for the room for the night, how would you feel if somebody tell you go eat hot dog?
Tell me something.
When, you could be getting, go ahead.
Tell me something now. So you all Jamaican background, right?
The most of us were Jamaican background. Some were from overseas.
Yes, so the one who get this, you people get this, Jamaican background.
Yes.
Okay. And the person them who would sit and was enjoying themselves before them tell us that the place is going to be closed off or something. Those people, them don't trouble them. That Jamaican background too? Or
no, they were Caucasians. They were Caucasians.
But
they sat there all night. Nobody said nothing.
No one say nothing to them. You see them have
nothing to them.
Them have more than slave. And who do this? Which hotel?
It's the Holiday Inn Rose Hall.
Holiday in Rose Hall. So you're gonna call them out. Let me tell you something now, because it coming like them things say, when them look upon you, they must say, "Chow, I'm a Jamaican, what have you?" Them not see you, them not know you're a United States citizen. Maybe true, you can talk the word we talk the same way. them just feel say we are this you because your money now have the same value. Your US now have the same value. So me I tell you now.
The money now have no value.
So me I tell you now. You see, when you're going back to Jamaica, I want to go to Jamaica for the dust. It's like 2 weeks ago, this, right?
Yeah, we went down there on mission.
What was the mission?
We went down there on mission. We did a children's home in St. Andrew. We did door-to-door evangelism. We went into areas that they suggest they said don't go and go talk to youngsters. What's the name of the area we were in, Sheila? We were in Flankers, sitting and talking to young people in Flankers.
So you people contribute a lot to Jamaica. You do this every year?
Yes. Okay. This is the 3rd year that we did it.
The 3rd year. So and that's a good thing for the country. And them turn around and diss you people and just think it's okay. I can tell you something though.
He's not making any guests diss him. So it's obvious them want this to get.
Okay, so we're gonna tell them for them, and then we're gonna tell my brethren them now are far and wide in the industry, the man of the wilderness, me call upon all of my brethren. But they don't tell them. Come here, enough people
coming. The holiday inn in Rosal.
In Rosal. Every one of my brethren them, what we call family. If you not go anywhere down in a Rosal, make sure you don't book the holiday in. If you not book it already, cancel it. That figure up on a whitelist. Them too disrespectful. And what the man name, what the supervisor, them for fire him too. Fire him by
Blair, the man in name, Blair. Blair is the one that did this. And then his boss is Cheryl, Sharal, James. Him never give me him name, but me get it from somebody else.
Cheryl James, and the one named Blair. James. These guys must get fired.
Blair.
And that holiday it need to get boycott. And we are talking about in the diaspora. Make them use them own hotel. And make the Caucasian alone use them hotel. Because we're going to start thinking some weight around now, If on a serious thing, not care what you do, when you use some bread and breakfast, don't use it boycott holiday in a Rosal. Them now have no respect, man. So your US dollars drop one way. And they are testing. Just come and use them holiday in, beg them nothing. You are help out Jamaicans we need. You are help the government by go sit down and reason with them people. Because even if you reach to 2 of the youth, them, it better than nobody no reach to none at all. And them brain said, one thing.
Youth will have them information, like one youth him said, boy, I'm trying the music thing. And when I ask him do something, him do pure with profanity. I'm going to give him a Bible and I say, man, do something with the 23rd Psalm. And him working on it because I call him since he come up and him say, man, him a work on it and him a go have him thing ready. So yeah, we're trying to make the community better. I mean, our motto is, with God's help, we will leave Jamaica better than we found her. And this is the 3rd year we've been down there. And, going to the holiday inn, we could have go a little bed and breakfast somewhere. But we figure we're going to do a reputable place and we would get the respect that we deserve as a guest.
Yeah, so right now, so you see what I go on now. So them treat the Caucasian. And I'm going to tell them again, sometimes these people, everybody have credit card now. Treat them up more wallet, them full of. Everybody have bank card and credit card. Them, you look, they have bank card, they have credit card. Everybody have credit card and bank card. One side full of them, everybody. But some people know, them live pan these thing. Okay? So sometimes them go down and them just have them look at one thing and but them get better treatment. It's like them just angle our color the worst. In our country, them not angle equal or not at all. Them have no manners.
14 people were at the hotel tonight when them this week.
Okay, so some people come in 2-2 and 2-2 and them count that you have 14 one time. It's a big piece of food them make one
14,
time.
We have 14 with the night when them this week.
Boycott it. We not joke. Anytime them do them thing, I encourage all of my my friend them and me I tell them it wide. Boy, when a boycott holiday in a Rosal, boycott it. Yeah? Me could just You know, make pump up the bread and breakfast. You know, sometimes people have 2 of them, you know, 14, you get 3 of them, you know, 4 room, 4 bedroom, you know, 4 bedroom or something, 5 bedroom. Want to get them there and work with them. You know, when you look at pool and tell them nearby the inside and think, work with them. You know,
the Mr. Blair,
yes.
the Mr. Blair person is like him is God for the place. You know?
Yes, still if it was a Caucasian, them that say yes, mama, yes, sir. He wouldn't behave that way, may I tell you. And let me tell you the difference between me and Uno. All right.
The place for them to close, Brother Wayne. Yes. That place is open pretty much all night because them have coffee and whatever there.
Oh, but a Caucasian alone use that for the art now, but Uno can't use it. Let me tell you what me that do.
Right.
Let me tell you what me that do. Because I saw me stay anyway. Oh, me talk, you know. Me work out for action still, you know. So, hear this. Me no make them couldn't diss me. Because hear this now. Me have to cancel out of the room. 14 away, I'm going to leave. We're going to call somewhere else, but we're not going to spend no 6 nights. We're not sleeping in them bed there. We have to leave. Them either have to go dismiss him, and we're going to leave. Because we're going to pack up and leave. I tell them, book we out. You can't get no more. We cancel everything. When you do that one you should have used and knock them, you know. Because me want to feel comfortable in our bed. Me don't know if them pies me. I don't want them food for them neither. You understand? Because me just think I've said them evil. You understand? And them start this, me don't know what them do. They might have spit in on the food before they get it again. You understand?
You never know.
Yeah,
the man clear.
Because
you don't know what
them watching and know it come to them might say, yo, spit up na them food, man. Them couldn't give me no food for eat or not. Me that for leave. 14 are with that name power. Right away you can't start them get a thought. They say, okay, we are cancel, you go, you just tell them cancel. You have a place where you will get. People glad for take the 14 now. No. Cancel it. When I start with some of the man of the wilderness vibe, you know, because me that cancel it. I would. Yeah, man, I tell my friend them, man, we cancel it, man. You understand? We cancel it. We don't want them food neither because them are split up in night and do all kind of things. Them couldn't convince me to stay, you know. Me I move. Me have to move. I never that feel no way say, boy, I have to sleep on the roadside. No. We don't have no credit card, we don't have no thing them. But I said, the one of them I cancel, them are losing. Because if you pay $100 a night and a 14, you know how much money that? Yeah? Remember, it's not $100 a night, you know. So if you even give them $1,400 US a night, if it was $100 a night, say for $150 a night, yeah? You see how much money you give them for a night? Yeah?
Yeah, man.
That's like $2,100 if a 14 I don't know. You understand?
Them this so bad.
Yeah, and if you spend, how much are you going to spend?
Well, 4 of us spend 7 nights.
7?
But then, you know, it break down. So
other one come and spend some night too. Yes.
Yeah.
No, but they make a bag of money because, you know, seeing 150 and you still spend 7 nights. Each one look much money you spend. That's so. You understand? You spend over $1,000 with them.
Yeah,
so that's alone over $4,000 that's me look pan for 4 hours, you know. Right there, so you know. Over $4,000 that US. That's over 600,000 Jamaican. Because US that, right? US.
Yeah, US dollar.
Over 600,000 4 hours spend right there, so. Right? 4 of them. So in all, you spend more than $1 million. That you should leave them, man. Some bed and breakfast do better for no man. Them if you have some manners, man. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, man. No, man, Karen. You have to deal with them on a level. If them are continue to disrespect you. So you have to leave. You don't pet them. You understand? You don't, let me tell you what you must not do. You don't bow. You see anybody who do service, I think my name service and them thing. Even if them have them private business, don't bow to them because without customer, them fail. So them have to change them way. You know, you have to first in customer service. And if you not have that, don't give them your money. Remember, you know, the whole bottom line is them have to make money that them can pay them staff and them can pay them overhead and them can make a little profit for survive. Without that, them doom. So if you have workers who turn 101 this 14 now, when you leave. If you have call them two man the name, call them again.
The man, Mr. Blair, him is the supervisor.
Supervisor Blair. And who again?
And then Cheryl James, him supposed to be the food and beverage manager.
Fire them. And we are calling upon everyone who in the diaspora same way, you know. Don't use it when you go down there. Why cut it? Make them use them Caucasian alone. Why cut it? Yeah, man. You have to get serious. Whenever just get serious, just start use up on the powers them way there. We not just embarrass them, you know. Well, you have to do action against them, you know. Can them do it again? And make sure the white list.
I mean, the way they behave, is like the man clearly has said him now make no guess this him. So when me him say now make no guess this him, so me say you want this to get. And it's all right when you want this to get.
Because number one, you should not condition your mind for this. No guess or no this you. So you're not conditioning your mind to say me now go make no guess this me. But who him take it out from uno. And if somebody try to talk to him,
not this, you know, is we want to sit down and eat.
No, but me I say if somebody
tablecloth.
Yes, but me I say if somebody white to talk, you know, they run up and down and lock them tail, you know, them get tail up, man. Me not ask. I know. See? That have to change. You understand?
It's like them say coming over weak fence there, you know.
Yeah, but there is no weak fence. You see, you see sometimes some things, you know, we our kind where we do it make them get rid with a lot of things, and we, you know, me personally, me know about the system. I don't, you know, me know the value of certain things. Me know where them place value. Me know, you know, if you do a job and you want to say you want to do it bad, me I come at you, and I fling everything at you same way. So that just me. And okay, me I move easy when me say me I come at you. Me I come at you now, I get you, man. You understand? So that now we say, boy, I cut it, boy, I cut it. You understand? And they say it right now. And then we know, say them sit down and them are watch, them are sit down and watch and all kind of little things now. We know business, them forget boy cut. You understand? Yes. Them place to shut down to man. Yeah? And next time, and you pass down to other missionaries, we want to know one thing, and them are go Jamaica, want to put it on a white list. Pastor, nobody book that place. None. You understand? Don't book that place.
Totally agree. Yes. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you understand? None. Because we not just talk, you know, you deal with action. And we live in the diaspora. Them not have no manners. Deal with them according to. You understand? And we not support them. None at all. Them over there, so we're not going to support them. Yeah? Not support them. We're done. Anyway, I'm going to talk to my sister here, brother.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Respect. Bless.
Yes, sir. Respect, yeah.
Yeah, man, anytime them stay like that, man, you have to put on your foot, man. You have to get serious. You can't, don't make them push you around. Just don't. You understand? You don't. See? You don't make them push you around. Them things they stop. Need to stop. Yeah, man. Need to stop, man. I call my sister there and make me talk over this and a couple more things, you know? Yeah, man. You understand? Them need to stop, man. Need to stop. You understand? Hey, Maria.
Brother, how are you?
I'm good, sis. I'm good. What's
yes.
up?
Sorry for that. Well, I feel for that gentleman. And it points to a bigger problem that is happening in Jamaica, where they have so much respect for the tourists. It doesn't matter if that tourist is a rapist, a pedophile, a child molester, a domestic violence person, a criminal, anywhere they come from, as long as they don't look like a Jamaican or have Jamaican voice.
Yes,
it is very shameful.
Yes.
It's very shameful. And you know, I'm 100% sure that somebody is going to hear this and call up the management of Rose Hall. And they're going to have to do some damage control. They have to do better. And this is not the first story I hear about Jamaican managers who are disrespectful to anybody who does not who looks like them. But they treat anybody who does not look like them with kids' glove, and they roll out the red carpet for them. I'm not saying they mustn't treat everybody with respect because they're in the service industry, but it cannot be the person look like you, sound like you, then you're going to be mean and nasty to them. And then you have another group over there that you're treating with so much. What is the difference? They pay the same money. They pay the same money. and they're supposed to get the same kind of service. So if they're not there to serve the people, then they should find another line of work.
That's it.
But it is really shameful. And I know it's going to have a very negative impact on Rose Hall. He says Holiday Inn in Rose Hall is going to have a negative impact.
Of course. Very, very
shameful. They're going to have to do something.
Very, very. Can you imagine?
They're going to have to do something. They have to go apologize to these people and find a way to reach out to them and make it up to them. But to have this, you know, it is bad for business. It is bad for business. And that's why they need to look at interior tourism, local community tourism, because too many people in the larger hotel, on the larger hotel circuit, they have no manners, they have no respect, because you know it's an established system. Whereas when they go into the community tourism, the local communities, they get treated with more kindness and more respect. You know, they get it. And if you know, sometimes a lot of these people put up with all kind of crap too from the very same tourists that they're being nice to. So it happens both ways. But this particular, I mean, it is sad. It's very sad. My gosh, can Jamaicans be you know, be a little nicer to one another? Jeez and peace.
Terrible,
no,
don't it? You know, the last
terrible.
time, I think in the pandemic time, they, you know, rear them. You know, when, you know, me talk for some of the workers, them, when, you know, them have a manager anger them bad. So, you know, me say fire the manager and them fire. And then them say, somebody say me damage them brand. So them want me to go up on my show and apologize to them. But you see, to them have a little liar guy will talk to me nice and everything. Me just tell them, say, remember me the human rights work. So, you know, as long as they, you know, the kind of people them talk to me, they say, yes, them pay with them do that. Thank you, Mr. Loan. So I say, okay, me good. You know, if I'm a good and my people, them good, me all right. So them
but it's not about damaging their brand in a way. Yeah, but it's not about wanting to damage their brand. When they have staff that are disrespectful to anybody, black, white, pink, or green, they're disrespectful to the customer, they're disrespectful to people who are paying them, then somebody has to speak up. So those are the people damaging their brand, because those people are going to leave there and say, oh, no, don't go there because this was my experience. So him coming out and talking about their experience is not something for them to be angry about. It's something they should embrace, because if he doesn't do that, then this same gentleman will keep doing the same thing over and over and over. Again, that is going to be more damaging to their brand.
Yes, so Maria, if them don't want for them brand name for call up and we damage it, you know, because we in a diaspora and our friend of mine, we spend money. So if them don't want them get damaged, them have to do damage control and fire them guys there.
Get rid of the bad eggs.
Boycott. Them need to get
rid of the bad eggs. It can't work like that.
Don't support them. Don't.
No.
Yeah.
It is shameful.
And you can't trust them because they're spitting on the food. We never know if them do a kind of nasty thing on the food.
No, they cannot be trusted. Because you know, a lot of too many Jamaicans have nothing about them. I'm not going to use a broad brush to paint them. Many of them are hardworking, decent, and honorable people. But a lot of them don't care. They literally don't care. And they don't care what they do and how it affects you. You know? So, and this gentleman, you can hear the pain in his voice to know that he's supporting his countrymen and he's brought, you know, people there. And that's how they get treated. It's shameful. It's a mighty shame. They need to do better.
Of course.
And it's not about this, you know, the first thing when people speak out, they talk about you want to destroy them. Nobody wants to destroy. You cannot, when you speak out, you want improvement into a specific area, be it government, hotel industry, whatever the industry is, you want to see it improve. So in order for it to improve, you have to speak out against the ills that you see.
Of course.
So if you don't speak, if he doesn't come and speak out against this worker who was being so disrespectful, this behavior will continue, and that will over time cause more harm to this hotel than anything else, than him coming on your show. So now they know. He called the person's name. They need to deal with these people and get them out of their organization, because there's any other company, they weed out the bad eggs. We're not looking for perfect people, because nobody is perfect. But that's not an excuse for being disrespectful.
That's true.
Cannot be an excuse. They need to behave better. They're out of order. To the border. Somebody needs in a Jamaica where jobs are so hard, good jobs are hard to come by. They can fire those too. They'll find people who need the jobs who are better behaved to fill those positions, so they don't have to worry about filling the positions. Get rid of them.
Yeah.
Fire them.
Wait for one says same way them treat you at the airport. Yeah, she said treat you at the airport if you are not traveling in a Jamaican passport. Very rude.
Yeah, they need to take their names and badge numbers and everything and shame them. And so the system can be better. That is the problem that we're having, because everybody is so rude and disrespectful. Yet you will have a Caucasian coming in who might be a pedophile from somewhere, a drug dealer, a gangbanger, but just because they are Caucasian, they get treated. They roll out the red carpet for them.
Yes.
And those people can be disrespectful to them, and they say, "Yes, ma'am," "No, ma'am." Yes, that's how they are. Jamaicans are very prejudiced. Yes, that's not racist, but they're very, very prejudiced. Depending on how it has to do. And the thing is, it's about complexion. The Jamaicans can treat you based on your complexion. They can treat you with a level of respect based on how light-skinned you are. It's a fact. I know it might sound harsh to say that, but it's a fact. It is a fact. The darker skinned Jamaicans will get treated more harshly than the lighter skin.
All right, for instance, me see, a couple video pop up. And it hurt me all the time, You say I'm gonna thief a goat, one goat, and you have machete, and you have beat him and chop him, and you have some people say, kill him. And then you have politicians right now want to know Serap school money, billions, because we just read it out on Sunday and town hall.
Yes.
And then politicians, they you take bus and you go with them and you make knives.
Yeah.
The big boy
the same people that beat them and
value of the goat, And what's the value and watch what them a thief, And I just a goat from you. Them a thief from you more than what the goat
millions
value.
Of dollars.
Each
from taxpayers.
Billions.
Yes. Yes, but look at it, Wayne.
Call him, say, my boss,
yes, exactly. Exactly.
So many other countries going back for you.
That's a very good parallel you drew right there.
Of course.
We're not saying the man must go and steal another person's goat because that person's goat. But stealing is stealing.
You understand?
Stealing is stealing. But they will beat that poor man and kill him. And the politician who is ripping and robbing them and preventing them from getting good resources and preventing that same young man from getting a good job and preventing that same young man from even having a farm, they would go in a bus for $1,000 or a drink and go and say, yes, boss, no, boss. You're the boss man. You're very right about that. They would do that. What is the difference between him and the politician? You only see that he stole your goat, but he's stealing from you, the taxpayer. He's preventing you from having a better life or better services.
When the politician no care what money when them stole, when them come and you hear some boy a politician him gone with how much 100 million when him give for care and it no recover, how much money from Petro Jamaica. Remember every single Jamaican money.
Yeah.
And just what goat value. No more than that. Him gone with much $1 billion. Every single person in Jamaica, or out of the diaspora, you're Jamaican, you mean? You're sending the money to Now some people stay over there and them pay what them pay down this upon one build them house and do one. Yeah, money them are up to.
But if you buy a bond, you pay taxes.
Of course. So every single Jamaican of them are up.
It affects every single Jamaican. Yeah.
You understand? All right, but we come to the thing with Chuck now. Yeah, Chuck talk about the illicit 6 sister. So
something. Yeah? That man is a double-edged sword, you can't even take him too serious.
He call upon the IC, for do them job and now stamp out corruption, He might go like him smart, he might turn the blame upon them. And yesterday say if they do them job, them get $1.5 billion.
Yeah, but wait, you cannot talk after Chuck, no one can talk about Delroy Chuck because he talks from the both sides of his mouth. So you don't even know what he's saying. If it is, he's not consistent because too much of what he says goes against the Constitution. Too much of what he says goes against the norm and the rule of law in Jamaica and good governance. So when he opens his mouth to speak, you just have to sit down with just bowl of salt and go and eat it, because that is the kind of person that Delroy Chuck is. Though what he's saying is valid, we need to see the 6.
Yes,
the Integrity Commission did their report.
But yes, still in turn it round now, you know, I say, in the
he's putting it on the IC. He's putting it on the Integrity Commission, which is disingenuous, because he knows the Integrity Commission cannot come out and say who the 6 are. He knows that. He knows that. He knows it is the duty of the Speaker of the House to table it in Parliament. So why didn't he say to the Speaker of the House, you know what? We need to table this in Parliament. We cannot govern a country like this. Because there are 6 among us who have no integrity. We know the Prime Minister don't have any. Who have no integrity. Chuck don't have any, but he's not going to say to him. He's not going to tell him. So yes, he himself don't have any integrity. Chuck has none. Right. So he needs to, be a man. Say it with his chest and say, you know what? No, table the report. Don't send it to here, there, and everywhere and have it languishing. Table the report, because the longer they keep the report, is the more damaging and damning it is for them, because it's the more everybody is pointing fingers at them and saying, no, we cannot vote for you because all you're a bunch of criminals. So you're basically asking us to vote for a bunch of criminals. You have a prime minister. We have a prime minister who's in statutory declarations running on 3 years now is yet to be verified. And that is the Prime Minister is asking Jamaicans to keep him in office. Is he really serious? Where is you see that it makes you see that this man is just bare-faced. I talk about Deborah Coconut and a pussy eye. Yes. Andrew is just bare-faced. Just bare-faced. Because this is basically what he said. And not only is he compromised, you have 6 other parliamentarians who are under investigation for illicit enrichment. Who are these 6 people? So he's basically saying, we're not going to tell you who these people are, but we want you to vote for them anyway. What kind of a country can run like that? So there's no transparency, there's no good governance. And yet he walks around and talk about they're the best and they're the this and that. Are you serious? They cannot be serious. And then Tom Tavares Finch is going to say he's the best prime minister in ever the history. He's right. Yeah. He's the best when it comes to corruption. Yeah. He's the best at corruption. He's the best at scheming and scamming. He is the best at that.
And the best at lying. I'm the best at lying. 1.
You know, and the best at lying. Jamaica's corruption indices is just out of control. And they don't see that as something to say, hold on, we can't continue like that, because this is what we talk about all the time, the corruption level in Jamaica. And it's like locally they don't seem to take it serious. But on the international level, it is being taken very serious. So you cannot ask somebody to go, oh yes, come and do business in Jamaica. But you know, we can't trust you politicians, we can't trust the business people, you know. That is how it is. And that's how it looks. And nobody, they're dangerous. And to have a PSOJ, like Rattigan said, the minute the PSOJ says something, they pulls the plug on them, then they'll shape up or ship out. But they don't seem to care, because they're the ones benefiting as well. They're the ones benefiting from all the illicit enrichment that is going on, and money is coming in and nobody knows which is going. It is coming in to benefit inner city youths. We only hear that it comes in and there's this big fanfare, or, Timbuktu gave some money to Jamaica for inner city youths, and before you know it, you don't see any programs on the ground to help these same inner city youths in these troubled communities. Yet the money is finished. And all that is, that man who didn't have who could hardly pay his school fee a few years ago. Oh my goodness, now he's building a multi-million-dollar house on the hill. And on top of that, he has $192 million. Yeah, $192 million in assets. Yes. And then his wife is, she has an $800 million project.
Them live together, so you have to declare everything
and
together.
The people that he's elected to serve,
them rich too.
Their lives are worse off.
You understand? No, the one that will get elected with him, them get extra rich now too, never have nothing.
Yes.
And then the poor people them now. You know, you get poorer. Yeah, man, I'm stepping on
your
and
the thing, you know what? And this is this thing that saddens me about the whole situation that is happening, unfolding in Jamaica right now. Are the people who say, "Oh, leave the Prime Minister alone, and I bad mind the Prime Minister." What is there to bad mind Andrew Owen about? Seriously.
You see, them forgot do some more studying.
You know,
I realize
and when they come and say, "Oh, and Andrew Owen had to do good things, man, my bill rose and." By the way, the road that leads to your house, when rainfall, can you walk to your house? And even if rain don't fall, what is the road like? Can you drive on it?
But sister, but Andrew himself come and tell him, say, we have more road per capita in the world, not go so doing people. We are talking about
how big is Jamaica?
Everything
about how big is Jamaica?
You know, yes, you know, just think about it. And here now, but only 10% of the road ever fix. 90% of my tell us not fix, and it not fix. You tell the point blank.
No, but you see, but every government must come in and put money into infrastructure to fix roads.
Of course.
And if the road, and lots of the roads that have been built and are still, you know, have any, you can even see any asphalt, were there from the 70s, you know.
Of course.
And if you don't maintain those roads on a yearly basis, they will fall apart. So you always have to keep doing things from scratch because the roads are not being maintained. So to come and say only 10%, it's an indictment on his administration as well, because he's a prime minister. He's supposed to do these things. It's not about who did what and who did not do what. No. You are there now.
And
what are you doing?
The money I run. You understand?
And the money running. You mean the money is finished?
Yes.
The money is finished. You see? And then you hear that they're going to borrow more money. You know, I wonder what goes on in Andrew's head when he looks at the state of affairs of Jamaica and he decides that he's going to come up with policy initiatives to remedy situations. You hear him talking about a ministry of focus. What the heck is that?
That's waste some money.
Yes, waste some money. Then he came and said he's going to have a ministry of peace and something another. A ministry of peace. What he needs to do is remove those agencies from his office and let those agencies stand alone on their own. That's one. And another thing, consolidate many of those ministries. So instead of you having a separate Ministry of National Security, you consolidate Ministry of National Security and Justice. Put both of those together. Instead of just having education, whatever, you put education, youth, and culture together.
Yes.
So you wouldn't have a Babsy Grange by yourself because sheer waste of time. And you wouldn't have favor. You put somebody who has worked in the education system in the education ministry to manage that education ministry. So you consolidate the ministries. And in consolidating those ministries, what you will have is, instead of having $300 to $600 million per ministry, you will have, say, $800 million to run that same one ministry. Because you can do more with less, you know. It is how they manage the money, but they are not managing their resources properly. Because all he'd think of, oh, I'm going to create a ministry. Another stupidness I heard. He's going to commission a study to deal with crime.
I'm only that, you know. You said take you commission a study.
But wait, he is going to commission a study. He's going to commission a study. No, but he's going to commission a study. You see, when you have Will Rattigan, Herbert Nelson Jr., Rupert Francis, that can give him all that information for free.
Yeah, but
so what kind of studies? What kind of studies is he going to commission that they cannot provide him with in their sleep?
No, but
sleep.
Maria, and I see what's not now. When you have FBI or Scotland Yard or Canadian Mountie or any agency, any one of them agencies, right? And the local police in one of these countries. Let me tell you this: when they deal with crime, them study these things, Them can't tell if it's a serial killer. Them can't tell if this. Them can't tell what go on because crime and does something we just go pick up body and everything. Them have to do investigation. Them study. Them know what go on. Them use the intelligence and them put it on mark.
But they have the systems in place.
That means the police force now. That means the police
Right,
must start working.
But Will, they have the systems in place. So, and the thing is, if the JCF was working the way it should, it doesn't matter who becomes a commissioner. I'm not talking about governor police. It doesn't matter which police becomes a commissioner. It will be a continuity because all the systems and all the structures are in place already that must just be improved on. So everybody they improve on it. They don't come and start from scratch, you know. They improve on the systems and the structures. That is not what is happening. So everything they talk about, we are going to commission a study. Study on what? When you have the people, you have the experts there who can come in and tell you exactly how to manage the system, what to put in place, where to focus on what, and where you focus, what to do when you focus there. They are there. They are there, and it's not going to cost, but you know what it is? Mm-hmm. When they commission this study, they're going to find a friend, a relative, or a friend of a friend of a friend to pay millions of dollars to come up and tell them something about the wolf that they can find in the wolf report right now. As Ratigan said, they can find in the wolf report, but they're going to pay the millions of dollars Wayne. So let me ask you somebody to come and tell them the very thing that is already there. Let me ask you something. Nonsense. Let me ask you something though. So when the Prime Minister did come and say, when he did come and say, him alone can deal with the crime. Can say when the time the PNP in power, crime gone up. I don't have to think about it. And it gone up. And him explain him say the dead baby say, why you keep the Labour Party out of power? If me didn't in power, me that still alive today. Him tell about window and door up it. Him alone can do it. All right. So him did our study. Right. So I'm to film study whenever you Wayne. He said the dead baby said if he was in power. He's in power now. Why you have so many dead babies under his watch? The babies that's how we hold him accountable. You not see no more dead babies again? When me hear, all right, no, it more now, it more. So in answer the dead baby, no, them are so how does he justify it now that you have more dead children? And you see, more gruesome killing. There are certain things you don't play politics with, you know. No, you can't do it. And must not. Crime is one of them. It is not a political issue. It's not a political football. It is something that both parties, well-meaning citizens, all the organizations in Jamaica, the PSOJ, the church, the civic organizations have to sit down and address. And if they do not address the problem of poverty, we're going to have this consistent problem of crime going up and nothing is being done that is substantial to address the issue. Poverty is the problem, Wayne. Poverty. A hungry man will rob, steal, kill, and destroy. You not understand, you know. I know there are people who are just born criminals. You know? It doesn't matter how you help them. Yes. Exactly. And all right. You look at an education system that is failing the children. Yes. And then they graduate from school. Can't read, can't write. No skills, nothing. But Maria, what do you do? What do they do? I could go back in a good time. I could go back in the 70s, back in them days. I never said too much criminal neither and them thing, and too much young people. And it's not like criminals weren't there. Wayne. I know, joke me, man. Yeah, but it's not that. It is not that criminals weren't there. You know. I know, but we never used to see criminals were there. But you know the difference? You had more people who were reading and writing and farming and had skills. Okay. Who were employable. Who were employable. You have too many young people who are unemployable. And I don't want to hear about, we created so many jobs at the fast food and the call centers. No, you don't want to send your child to go to school and learn and come out and all they can do is go to the call center and work for pittance. Get a grip. Get a grip. But the same Chuck that is not a country that is moving forward. Yeah, man. But the same Chuck say, we have job. We have KFC. We have fast food job. When you come job there, so why doesn't he send his children to go work there? No, so send his children to go work there, no? Yeah, but Maria, send his children to school and then turn on them to go and work at KFC. But I talk to the people. Danny Marina, brother, I see you. So why we are going to get up now? We're not going to get up and give a man a job like this, like Chuck. And then he might tell you, you go to KFC or Burger King go work, your kids them. Why him not send for him kids them go there?
Have him wife, have him brother and sister them or something. Eh? Why have him grandparents them?
But do you realize that they take the cream from the top
Them people
and just give the refuse to the Jamaican people? Yeah, they take the cream from the top, you know. So yes. they are skimming the best. They are skimming the cream from the top and skimming the cream from the top. And what is they give to the Jamaican people whatever is left.
Yes.
When they already took the best.
Maybe more
so them, their friends, their families, they have the best of everything. If they get sick, they can fly out, or they can go to Medical Associates or Tony Trace being at UW. It is not that proper healthcare isn't in Jamaica. In Jamaica, you know, it is out of the reach of the ordinary man.
And when them can
because they will not fix the hospitals to benefit the ordinary man. Healthcare is there because when PJ took sick the other day, he was at the University of the West Indies.
Yeah.
When Portia took sick, she was at the University of the West Indies.
Yes.
So proper health care is there. It is only out of the reach. They're not fixing the hospitals to benefit the regular persons.
Yes, the regular part,
them into office.
The regular part, skin cold, sick the other day, them have beg blood for him, and skin cold. Him go over there, so no bed for him, because me get the thing there, you know, them put up no bed, nothing at all. And then them move him over 22 wing because, you know, them not even cheer for sit down pan. Up in a university, they're so full up, not dead there. Over 22 wing where the people them can't pay now. You know, you can't.
That's what I'm saying.
You can start from $1 million, $2 million. So if you have in the little money, we are safe people.
Yeah, if you can pay,
it's done. By you come out,
but if they can pay, you know, they can go to Medical Associates. If they don't want to get a CT scan, they can go and get it done privately, you know.
Yes.
If they have the money. If they want to get dialysis, if they have the money, they can get it done.
But they must have the money.
They can go to Andrews Memorial. They can get it done. But you have to it has to be done privately. Why can't they fix the hospital? You know, we always have to talk about the Cornwall Regional Hospital that has been bleeding money.
The Beryllium
has been bleeding
Western Hospital,
money.
Sister. Beryllium Western Hospital.
Yeah.
Hospital, Beryllium.
Yes, because that's all they're doing is rubbing it up. And you're hearing now that it won't be open until 2026.
Yes.
And then come next year, you're going to hear that it's 2028. And nothing is, you don't see where it is moving any closer to opening it. They just keep moving the goalposts while people are dying. And that money could have given them all the money that they spent on Cornwall Regional, Beryllium Regional as they call it, could have given them 2 more hospitals with brand new beds and equipment.
Could I give them
all that $14 billion could have built them 2 new hospitals in simple. Instead of refurbishing Cornwall, they should have just built a new hospital there.
Simple.
When I think it was PJ who built out the Maypen Hospital. Closed. They didn't refurbish them the hospital. They closed it and built a new one because it was more cost effective to do so. And then when they finished, they shut down Denby altogether. Okay, that's what they should have done with Cornwall Regional. Get the piece of land. There's not a lack of land to do it. Get the land and build a new hospital. $14 billion and counting, and you still don't have. You're still not refurbishing the hospital.
You know, so people
instead of refurbishing KPH, build a new KPH.
Yes, it needed, and you needed more than one.
Build a new KPH. Build a new Victoria Jubilee.
Yeah,
build it out. It's not because they don't have the money, you know, but they just sit down and they rape, they pillage, they rob, and they carry on, and they fatten themselves, and they fatten their friends, and everybody get a piece of the pie.
So you see the same, all right, so Maria, you see the same place. If you build a hospital now, you know, build them separate like that. You go up with the hospital, real hospital, like how them that build them hospital fast and quick and nice.
Yes.
So you have the section you up here, so where the baby mothers, them and everything for the kids, them you have that set. Yeah, you build a hospital, you don't need to build them separate like that again. You know.
No, but they have the land, Wayne. They have the land in a way.
Yes, then build go up and build it that, you know, it can.
Yes, because you have. But okay, they know that it can be done, right? They know that it can be done.
Yes.
So you will have a hospital that is 5, 6, 7 stories high, and on the first floor you will have you have different offices. You have different areas that focus on different things. You have one area that focus on for the general public. You just going to see the doctor, whatever, and then you go to the other section where for mothers who are the maternity ward is someplace else.
Yes.
And then, but because Chapelton Hospital was like that.
Okay.
When you went to Chapelton Hospital, you had the dentist section, you had the maternity ward, you had the male ward, you had the female ward,
like that,
and you had where children, and you had the baby ward, you had the children's section, and one hospital, Chapelton Hospital. Maple Hospital is the same thing too.
Maria,
so it's not that they don't know what to do.
I want to say a good, Jamaica, I know, I want to say a good hospital though in a Jamaica. When I say good, not even like Andrews, because them do the part them when you know them have baby them add on a part. Them a virgin them build a part too, Virgin them build it. And them work, them build it, them definitely build it. Virgin them. I can't call them when I call them, I want to hear that. My virgin them build it, The new part where them have the baby and thing, up at Andrews now. My virgin them build it. Right? Yeah, man. Virgin them long time, virgin them build it. Right? And we want a hospital with when you're going there, you have everything in the same way. Like them hospital, Maria. You're going there, you see a Starbucks, you see this, you have the pharmacy there. So
to get that kind of hospital, the contracts cannot go to them friend Wayne. To get that hospital, the contracts cannot go to their friends and their relatives.
Man. Family friendly. Real hospital,
and they give it to people who do not know what they are doing. That is the problem. So they give it to them friend who they say is a contractor because he has 2 trucks and he has a construction company here and give it get the structural engineers, the civil engineers, the architects, the people who know how to build a hospital. Those people are there, but they are the ones that they're not being employed. So the Ministry of Health should not be just giving out contracts. I know you have to give contracts to private companies, but there's a system that holds them accountable and keeps the checks and balances in place. That doesn't happen in Jamaica. The minute they give it to their friends and cronies, all they can hear is, we need more money. It's not finished, but we need money. And all they can hear is, we have to allocate more money. No, you do an investigation to find out why is there a cost overrun. You said you could do it for $1 million. Why are you telling me saying no, it's $1.5 million? We are going to do an investigation. And as a matter of fact, we are going to remove you from the contract. And find somebody who can do it, because since you cannot do it for the 1.1 million, and we have to be giving you $500,000 more, then we have to go and find the persons who can do it and keep to the schedule and keep to the budget.
And it's supposed
but the longer they wait, is the more money things cost, because things are going up. Inflation is a real thing. So the longer they wait to finish these things, is the more money being spent.
But what I say now, Maria, if you repair a hospital and say it's going to need some steel beams, and the amount of ton of steel you're gonna need, you can secure that when you buy it. Remember, the steel now just rotten, so for your ear or what have you, No. So if you secure these things and sign the contract with cement companies, say, listen me, we're going to need 1 million ton of cement. We are paying from now, when we're ready for cement, that and that and that. That means the money they close off, you won't have them over on your mom. Them are just thief. Because after you sign something from 2017 and say, well, it's done in the next 24 months. When you look now, you say next 24 months, you're reaching a 2001. Then you say, it's done by 2022. You reach 2001, 2021. They say 2022. It's not done. They say 2024. They say not done. 2026. Like down a Beryllium Regional Hospital.
Yes.
Nobody come out and say nothing. When the contractor general come say nothing. Back in the days, during a Porsche time, and them time, they see contractor general busy. Oh, them not busy now. Them not busy.
There you go.
Why them not busy?
And this is the thing. These institutions must work irrespective, regardless of who is in power. The contractor general is there to make sure the taxpayer dollar is not being wasted. It is not about who is in power. No, PNP, JLP, no P. As long as the government is in power, they are supposed to hold them accountable. It's as simple as that. And so the contractor general must do his or her annual report and point out where the failings are. And where the failings are, there must be investigations to find out why are these failings happening and how often. And if it is happening too often with one person, then clearly this person is not qualified for doing the job. And when it comes to building hospitals, if they don't have the expertise in Jamaica, they can find it somewhere in the Caribbean, they can find it somewhere in the world. They are there. But you know why they wouldn't get the experts? They are not their friends. They're not their relatives.
As I just tell you already, you know, them can't tell me say them don't have because Anjos look better than enough for them. And my friend them Bill Anjos, the new part. I'm a friend them Bill it. Big up on yourself, Colin and the crew. I'm a friend them Bill it.
But in order to get it
nice
done.
and everything, they can show you up there. Them look good, nice, deliver baby good. Them good. Operating theater, putting everything good, everything working. Look good up there, look good. You can't stay up there too, you know. You stay up there, man. Coming out of the hospital over here, but you know, you draw up the sofa and you have a bed. And your wife have a bed there, so you can look for baby too. Nobody now come bother you by the way. You know, family oriented, you know. Family mobiles them promote over here. So over there, so the same thing to like Anjos. You know, Anjos they promote that set speed, you know. You go up and you got in a theater to
But when the private hospitals, when the private hospitals operate in the way they should, why can't the public hospitals do the same thing? Because you have had ministers of health who are falling down on the job, and this minister of health is busy putting on a show on the beach. While the hospitals are falling apart.
Christopher Tough Tongue. Yeah, man, DJ Tough Tongue. I'm an artist, man.
Yeah, me know. Yes, you have to go put him. This is in the year coming. You have to go put him on a tour.
Yeah, man, send him on a tour, man. Take him out this and save the people, them, you know. Camp on one of my tour, them, you know. Next year coming, yeah, man. Yeah, well, camp on a tour, man. Camp on Europe with me, you know. Make the thing. People them get better every year. But look, me play something, Maria. Look how you hear, you know, this are the Prime Minister mouthpiece, you know, propagandist radio. And just hear how the propagandist radio admit so the Prime Minister administration failed from 2016, but him pick out one off, the greatest one. But it's not the greatest because if you fail the kids, them, you fail education, you fail health and these things. You grow crime. These things are about grow crimes. Same like if you have trash, then you have rat. You have germs. It will spread. Because what are going on them trash there and what have you come buy to look of food. Because them enough now, you know, them breed up. It breed them up. And then they leave the leptospirosis and you go, you know, go drink out of something that's a utensil or something right or something on them. And it kill you. Like what you hear happening in St. Catherine. So you just look on the root causes all the time. The root causes are the germs and the trash where the government now pick up. See?
Exactly.
And the same thing, everything about the root causes are crime. Are these things our government do and leave the kids them behind. You think that's somebody who 90 years, I walk a fire, going to fire M16 and thing, you know, so some young look youth them. And you to born 2000, I'm 23 now.
Yes. Yes.
Just born 2000, just the other day, baby. Reach 23. If you born 2005, you're 18 now. Eternal police. Just born the other day.
Yeah, but you see the system, you know, the system.
So you see, you can't leave
the
them
system
behind.
Wayne has failed them.
Of course.
The system has failed them because the system has not worked with them, met them where they are to prepare them for the work world that is. Which means they should be proficient in reading, math, just the basics. Reading, writing, math. They should be proficient in that. They should be leaving school proficient in that. And the same way that Micah Manley looked at the country and the people in the country that he says he wants to serve. And he looked at where are the greatest areas of need, right? And he said, okay, young people, they're leaving school at 15. When they leave school at 15, they're not even qualified to do anything. How can we make them qualified? How can we prepare them for life? And he said, okay, then you have to extend the age. He's extended by 2 years, bring them up to 17. And he said, not everybody can do it academically. So those who don't make it academically, we need to do some skills training for them and some vocational training for them so that they can be employable too. And if they still fall short, we're going to put in place other programs that they can still go and learn to read and write, because you'll have the farmer who can read and write. Land has been in his family from decades and he cannot read and write because he had to go to school. Instead of going to school, he had to go to the farm to help his parents and his grandparents. So that person now get the opportunity to go and learn to read and write. So what you have was a system trying to address the problem to prevent it from happening in the first place, which was poverty. It was poverty, you know.
That's it.
So when you lift people out of poverty, you're giving them that hand up in life. But if you're pushing them further and further down in poverty and you're the only one prospering, what do you think these people are going to do? The young people have no outlet, Wayne. No. I would love to see the organizations that are working. This is about Akeef Nugent. He's doing a wonderful job.
Yes.
How has that program been duplicated in many, many communities across the country?
I know.
Especially in the inner city communities. Has it been have they looked at it and seen something? We need to do this in as many communities as possible. We are going to provide the funding for this. Mm-hmm. Instead of providing funding to do a study and something that has already been studied.
Of course,
put the money into those things to help them. So when they students go home from school, they have after-school programs that they can learn to read and write, get homework help. Put the money into a school feeding program where children can get a warm meal every day. And you do it in such a way that if they don't have food on the weekend, there's a system in place where that child can go home with something, or you provide a social network that they can go and apply to an agency to get some help on a monthly basis. So you're addressing the poverty and you're addressing education at the same time. And then what you're doing in the process is managing the crime problem. Because a child who is learning, a child whose stomach is full will learn.
Of course.
And when that child learns, that child is less likely to become a criminal.
But you see them no know.
So you cannot address the crime problem unless you address education and poverty. And you cannot address education before you address poverty. The children are hungry.
I can tell you something, Maria. You know, the children in Jamaica, them face the worst set of anything to do with life, for just grow up, for just turn a teenager, you know. You face the worst part of your life in Jamaica, you know, as a child, you know, growing up, you know.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, you know, when you not have nothing, in the ghetto. In them place, I remember, you know, them have school buses. When we get up a morning time and just drive and go, remember, you can't sign the youth plan, but you not pay a cent. Remember, them have everything in the school, by the way. Teacher call you. A matter of fact, if the child don't go to school, your phone going to ring. Yes. And a machine going to come on and ask a question. You better you answer them. Why out of school, that and that, if sick or anything. It asks. And you send it, and if you don't do that, you can get more call. And if you can imagine the child, the woman will go school for the whole week and then a next week, so it not going to work. People are going to visit you. They work like that. Yeah. So if the work like this, Jamaica population is like in a Toronto or Brooklyn, one of them, you know, like Barra Brooklyn, have more than Jamaica. So them place to work. Or them country work, big country work. But Jamaica with a population of like little less than 3 million people can't work.
Well, you see, because too many lazy people, lazy politicians. But you know something, you said a while ago in a way that Jamaican children go through so much before they become adults. That's true.
Of course.
Because
them
think of a little girl.
They put them last.
Think of a little girl.
Yes.
In an inner city community, even a poor community, who has to get up early, go fetch water, look for food, do all kinds of things, all kinds of chores before they're ready to go to school. Okay, that is one. On their way to school, pedophiles are waiting on them, girl or boy. Pedophiles waiting on them.
Of course.
So those children are facing so much before they even have a chance at life.
Maria.
They even have a chance at life.
Maria,
those are many of the children who grow up and become hardened criminals because they've been hardened from them little bit. Adults harden them way, not children hardening children. Adults harden the children.
Of course.
Adults make monsters of children. Because when you have a grown-ass greyback man molesting a child, taking that child's innocence, girl or boy, because at one point it was both genders, girl or boys, right? And when you have grown men and grown women turning out these children from before them even have sense, these children are so innocent, and they take the innocence of these children. These are many of the children who grow up to become hardened criminals because adults in their lives failed them. Society failed them.
Of course. And you know what? Earth know people. Let me tell you about Earth, Maria. When you know society failed them, but when you know say politician involved, failing a lot
that
of these
worse.
kids. I mean, I talk with the same sexual act. Me I talk with the same sexual act. You have politician now. If them wasn't politician then, boy, you have politician now. Girls and boys in a Jamaica. Where them molest. Look at a girl like, can you imagine if we'd have school bus out the system, it's see a little way. You think 1983 you'd have Diane Smith? You feel so?
No.
Eh?
No.
Because not the same 83.
And she was going to school.
In the same 83, them
was
get
on her way to
JRS.
school.
Them wind it up. So you find out, so you have to go get some bus, a little far where them put in place, a little taxi. Sometimes taxi take you away. That's why it's I'm gonna rape people, pitney and all kind of little things.
Exactly.
And then when politician more than once the politician, when a girl, a boy too.
Exactly.
You don't leave them out. And then when you call them ministers.
We can go back to the Peter King story, Wayne. We can go back to the Peter King story.
Of course.
Right? Because it is bad enough that these children had no home. These little boys had no home. And instead of you providing a home for them, helping them to get off the street, what did he do? Abuse them.
Yes.
Abuse them.
Abuse them.
Right? So they were worthy. They were worthy when it got dark. But in the light of day, they were nothing to these people. And there are many of them, Wayne. There are many of them still out there. And so that's why the minister, Chuck, said that making the pedophile registry public will be over punishment.
Yeah. Oh.
No, he's punishing the victims more to not publish the names because these perpetrators are living near to schools and parents don't know that you have pedophiles living near to your school. These perpetrators are moving into communities where they should not be, going into jobs where they shouldn't be going into these places to work because their names have not been published.
Yes.
So they just keep on abusing until somebody chop them up.
You know why them hide? You know why them hide the name? Because one of them colleagues and them no one involved when nobody come call out them name. Them now have a sexual registry.
That's too bad. That is too bad. And if it's in the PNP, publish the list. If it's in the POCJ, publish the list. If it is in the church, publish the list. If it's in entertainment, publish the list. If it's in the media, publish. We need to see the names of the perpetrators.
And by the way, people
need to see the names of the pedophiles.
And people can start to prison for these things because you're not supposed to have no limitation.
But they're not being prosecuted because it's over punishment. They are not being prosecuted.
Wait, Maria.
So even they are ridiculous.
Maria, when a young miss now can write from in England and tell you, oh, politician been her over for things when she underage and what them do to her. And they may look politician a minister. Minister of this and minister of that and some serious ministry. Nobody say nothing. And you say, no, this country runs back way. You know, take talk from them. And we have to make the plans to them in America. When them live up, some of them.
And that is why, when they travel abroad, you see, when they travel abroad,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and when they travel abroad, and their behavior follow them.
Yes.
So there were pedophiles in Jamaica. They travel abroad, England, Canada, Europe, America, and because their behavior follows them, they're going to molest other people's children too. And that is the only time that they're held accountable. Because in those places, they don't play like that. They don't play. And they don't care if you're a doctor, lawyer, Indian or a chief. Their names will be on a sex offender public registry. So everybody knows that they are sex offenders, and they must live within a certain miles of a school. They cannot work with children, all of those things. Why is it not happening in Jamaica? You have so many freaking pedophiles at every level in the country, every striking level. And in the church, them terrible, that's why, when the church, when they get up in the church, people get up and talk about, morals, and they're talking about being anti-gay and the church. Them have no morals, that's the last group of people. That's the last group of people that should get up and say anything when it comes to morals and values, because they have none. Them too hypocritical, That's why you see when we run here, so people don't know. Say my sister this Maria and me there, and herb. When herb drink him herb tea, so worries and Radigan. Yeah man, no, so we're gonna hold them accountable, I'm gonna give them last week, I give them all kind of things I reach them. So we're not hold back nothing. You understand? We run so with different thing, that's probably a different thing. We have said some different thing down here. Maria, remember play where the Prime Minister PR propagandist machine say right here, so hear this.
He's thinking of establishing a new. So when the Prime Minister says, listen, we have to deal with this epidemic of violence.
Epidemic.
It is the single greatest failing of his administration since coming to power in 2016.
Since 2016.
So he said to the crowd yesterday, he's thinking of establishing a new ministry to focus on reducing the levels of violence in the country. Here's what he said.
Jamaica is not a country at war, but our homicide rate, our death due to violence, equates countries that are at war. What it means is that Jamaica is in conflict. We are in conflict with ourselves. We cannot continue to be a society in conflict with ourselves. We have commissioned a study on it, which we should get by the end of this year.
Yeah, these people.
Waste of money. Waste of money.
Waste everything.
Commissioner, he wants to do a ministry, right? Another ministry. Rubbish.
No, but
he's not going to commission a study. He's going to commission a study with him to study what?
No, waste of money. I'm going to chop again, man. Listen, if people, let me tell them something, I'm going to just point it out clear right now. Every time them talking, they don't go show you next thing, These are the same Prime Minister when the shoes was on the other feet, and the other foot, and them feet, and the other foot. Them say, the government, him alone could have take care of crime. That's one. No, two, them come with Zozo, state of emergency. Those are what, 2017 state of emergency from 2018. And remember, him say it at work, and people want to stop this and thing. I know you want to create something else, and that means you're a failure. No, make him spend no more money and do this foolishness. Garbage. The PSOJ, criminal, the PSOJ were the biggest druggists in Jamaica. Them back at state of emergency with them know foolishness. That is not policing. Them break laws. That get the opposition leader have to try. The opposition party have to try a back a couple like the government. I carry the government go to court for say no, this illegal. Against the people them.
So therein lies the problem, Wayne. Therein lies the problem. Because they are only addressing problem.
Yes.
Yeah, but they are only addressing problem. Crime in the poor communities, urban communities, inner city communities. But they fail to realize that crime is happening at the higher echelons of society that is not being addressed. And the same people that they're saying that they're going to give them 15 years maximum sentence and 50 years maximum and all these stringent laws and punishment that they're putting in place for poor people. When Uptown does it, anywhere above half a tree, when it is done up there, do they get the same kind of punishment?
No,
so don't they see that don't they see that is hypocrisy at work here when people are saying, oh, but you have SSL who has been locked up for SSL.
All right.
You have Petrojam.
Yeah, Patrick.
Who has been held accountable for Petrojam. You have the Ministry of Education when he was Minister of Education, and all the robbing up of funds that took place, the misappropriation of funds that took place in the Ministry of Education, who has been held accountable for that. You have a man, a former attorney. Yes, he has been disbarred, but somebody died in his house. His house wasn't broken into, and he's yet to be charged. So how can that same government now? Wait, you have a prime minister who has not signed the code of conduct. You have a prime minister who is yet to have his statutory declarations verified. You have a Speaker of the House who is building $800 million project, while a member of Parliament, now that she has been elevated to Speaker, she still has that property. Okay? Plus other things that are going on. You have other ministers who own rice factory, who own gas station, who own this and who going to do them perfume, and everybody is just thinking about doing everything outside of governing.
Mm-hmm.
Governing. Passing legislations that benefit the Jamaican people. These are the people that are saying they are going to put legislation in place.
So Maria,
punish poor people for crime.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Maria, we go through this though with people who themselves are crime monsters. But them no pass legislation in the house. People vote for these people, you know. Pass legislation, you know. Them have a clean CV, none at all. Because we like look upon these things before we even look upon them or not look upon them, not clean. But you hear some money laundering and, you know, crime this and all kind of little things and rape and all kind of things, one bag of things, and people really vote for these people. That means the party, them not do check and balances properly neither. Them corrupted.
No.
Them nasty.
Right.
They're set of pirates. What kind of example that them are set for the country? Oh, you want the youth them when the youth them look up on and look on a CV and say it not clean. And then when I tell you them for clean.
You're talking about looking at CV. You're gone far away. They look at them and say that they're not clean because they are the members of parliament in their communities.
Yeah.
They're the members of parliament. They're their representatives.
Of course.
And they see their representatives who had nothing. Nothing. So and all of a sudden you hear that, oh yes, that place, you know, but yeah, your sons own it now. My member of parliament owned it. But he had nothing before, so how did he get that?
So those
are the people that they are representing them.
So the youth them a duplicate for them then. The youth them a look on them and analyze them and do and want to make something like how they make it. Because the youth them know so rob them a rob, you know. Them know. Them not stupid like that. Them know. Right? So the same thing them a do. The youth them a try to do something to make something to a scam. Because the government is a scammer government, you know. And not 2 ways
so
about
the young people are scamming just like the government is scamming.
Of course.
That's what the young people do, you know. The only difference is that the young people are getting caught and punished for it.
Yes.
The same thing.
The government are chop taxpayers' money. Them are scamming.
The young people are getting caught and punished for the very same thing that the government is doing.
Yes.
Very simple. The young people are getting caught and punished for the very same thing the PSOJ is doing. Okay, look at guns. Look at the kinds of guns that are in Jamaica. Which little baby boy from the inner city who cannot read and write
and don't have money, don't have country. Can buy a rifle.
Don't have any money. You don't. But he has some of the most high-powered weapons that belong in a war zone. Those are in Jamaica.
Yes.
How did it get there? How did they get there? Somebody has to have the money to clear these things from the wharf.
And it have a clear
right?
Too.
Somebody has to have the money, you know.
Yes.
So who has the money to do it? It's not in it, but they bring those things in and it is destroying the inner city youth. Yes. So crime is benefiting somebody. Crime is benefiting somebody, you know.
Of course. Of course.
Who?
You understand?
Who?
It'll benefit them. The big boys.
Exactly.
Even the other day when they come in with the car seat, them that benefit, you know. Them same one.
Because somebody got the contract to bring in car seats.
Of course.
Okay.
So with them to know, all right. So people, only if vote for your government, where vote for, you know, We vote in a government where only thing them do is sit down in a Edward Morgan house and bring legislation for us lock up on a picnic every day. And stiff up penalty, not for themselves.
That they are doing, Wayne.
Not for themselves.
They are locking up the poor people children for the very thing that they, the legislators, are doing.
Yes.
So why should they even take them serious? Why do you think crime won't be out of control? They have to set a better example. The Prime Minister has to set a better example to say, you know what, I am going to be a leader of integrity to make sure the people that I lead look at me and say, you know something, at least my Prime Minister is honest. At least my Prime Minister is honest. But he's yet to sign it. A thing as simple as the Code of Conduct, he's yet to sign it. Why can't he sign the Code of Conduct? Why? And he wants to pressure young people. I'm not saying the country mustn't have laws to deal with the criminal element. Of course they need to.
But Maria,
but you also have to be held up by the same standard.
Maria, let me ask you something. Even when outside powers invaded Jamaica, you see them Jaconian lads that they jack up. Because they never did there, you know. I know you see them at jack up. No. You see anybody, you see Manley or anybody jack up in the Jaconian laws. Different from him come with gun coat if you do this year. No.
Even under Edward Siaga, I didn't see it. No, yes. Even like Edward Siaga, with all the cruelty that he brought, you didn't see this.
You never see them every minute laws and some more penalties. Police, listen, you see it anywhere overseas? Every minute them say more stiffer penalties. We don't see that. We not, and so we see firing around. You have the laws on the book. And when them in their past, things are for run country and how for run it and stabilize the thing and make sure the thing right and make sure the hospital them up and this and police to do them police job and who do them job and the hospital them have to have medication and have to have supplies and have to have all kind of things. It have to right. In a Jamaica, not right. The place dirty and stink. And what the man them do right now, by the way, Maria, what them do right now is, you know, give a man some money and say, I'm going to look a bush in. I vote him, say, I look, you know. Then you have Ligel Clark come out and say, we're going to cut the bus fare just temporarily for 2 years. So you have to talk about 2 years.
But guess what? They went bankrupt the system because the system is already bleeding money.
The
system is already in the red, you know.
It's around 11 billion. It's around like by 11
it is in the
billion.
red. So what? Cutting the bus fare, who is that helping? That makes no sense.
So you're sinking the country
further and further into bankruptcy.
11 billion. All right. So 11, you cut it and add it now, people. So if it have 11.8 billion, just around it have 11 the 11 billion deficit, right? Half 11 billion, 5.5 billion, right? A little more than that, 11.8 billion. But just put 11 billion, right? Add the 5 point add to 11 point add, because you get around 17 billion, 16 odd billion and 17 billion. 16.8 billion that, you know. 16.5 billion if I put the 11 billion. So I'm rather run it 16.5 billion and then I'm going to cut that again and run it nearly like $20 billion worth of debt. For the 2 years. Year one around 16.8 billion and then year two like, and then temporarily. So I think say, we can use this now and win. We could give them a patch road. I say a road where them say them a patch. It may ever show you, them have a little hole like this and then just put the paint over it. Remember, you know, that not patch, you know. If you have a hole like this size, and you put a little paint over it, it's not patch. As you drive, the goat back. Maybe get deeper. So them continue to do foolishness and things that people are sitting and say, yes, me get the road, me get the water. Man say me run pipe and them spend 500,000 and show you some PVC pipe. And it make news. People them did have pipe before and that make news. And me say this in Jamaica go back where a train and plane go and sit back and ferry and them thing there. And nobody not supposed to boast on it. That are just
because that's government must run. That's how an effective government operates. Every government come in and they put money into infrastructure, they put money into agencies. There's continuity. Right. But when you talk you talk about stiffer penalties. Stiffer penalties. Every time for to their crime management is to stiffer penalties. Have they addressed the origin of the crime problem?
No.
No. Stiffer penalties. What caused the young man to steal, mister? What caused the young man to steal? Have you seen his neighborhood? What is his neighborhood like? Is it bare zinc fence? Because if it's still like what Rattigan's community is, then that is the problem.
That is it.
Poverty is the problem. Have you addressed the issue, the problem of poverty that forced a little girl to be selling herself because she was turned out from a very tender age by an adult, that forced a little boy to be selling himself, wiping car window because he was turned out from a very tender age by an adult? So you haven't addressed the root cause of the problem, but all you can do is put a band-aid over a sore and say stiffer penalties. No. What is the root cause of the problem? If they have not addressed the root cause of crime in Jamaica, crime will always be. Every society has crime. Every society has crime. Some have it more than others.
But you can't come and stick
Some
that,
have it more than others.
All right,
but
people.
Jamaica's crime situation is worse than a war zone.
And we not me and Maria, you know, and our word. The Prime Minister said it. Big Mama.
And guess what? If he has ever spoken one truth in his life, that's the only truth.
Yeah, because him know. And you still know. That for sure you feel, you know, because him alone can deal with the crime. Him say
which is a big mistake, because crime is not something, it's not a political football. Yeah. Crime is not something to play politics with. Crime affects every Jamaican. It don't affect PNP and JLP. It affects every Jamaican.
Well, him run complain with it now and then, him can't fix it. And I know.
Right. And now he has to eat crow.
I know the highest portion statistic in a crime. That 2014, this is 1208. I think 2013 or 2013 or something. Said they 1005. We know him can't go down and look. Remember, you have a beat for portion thing, you have to go down at 1000 even 4, you know. And now the highest portion time when him did I say shadow bad, and him say this when in back in a portion time, and him come and say this. You have to blame the government, all the government. Cat mouth kill cock, see that? You have to remind him sometime, you know. You have to remind him, see that? I'm going to show him something again, see that? See that? Look here.
Jamaicans should raise their voice in concert against the high levels of crime and against the government in not doing.
People have to play it again. The high level of crime when it was on the highest level. From Porsche watch this, so it was 1200, you know, 1208. And you look from film statistic, you must have the second or third highest in the history of Jamaica from 62. And no crime never highlight that neither. Never. Bruce have the highest man him watch. He was a part of the administration in 2009 when you have the highest murder rate in a Jamaica history.
Exactly.
He was a part of the cabinet. Second again, and Bruce come a third again, and second and third again. And it's so bad. Or come third. Because you have won 2005, I think. And then them have fourth, and them again and fifth, and them again. It's bad. Yeah, people. Raise a voice in concert.
All well-thinking Jamaicans should raise their voice in concert against the high levels of crime and against the government in not doing enough in concert.
So you have to raise a voice. He asks you to do it. So we're doing it for him. But wait,
instead of tearing down the Portia Simpson administration, he should have been bringing legislation to Parliament to contribute to the conversation of how to manage the crime problem. Mark Golding, I noticed, is bringing legislation to say, let's look at it this way. SOE is not working. Can we do it a different way? Let's shut him down, right? No, you cannot shut him down because he's a part of the government too. He's a part of the parliamentary system.
Yeah.
At work. He's a part of the political directorate. He's a member of the parliament. So you're supposed to be working in a bipartisan fashion to address the problem of crime. It is not a one-party issue. It's not a one-party issue. So instead of talking about I alone can, rubbish, he alone can address the poverty. So why has he not done it? So education is not a political issue. Healthcare, welfare, labor, those are not political issues, Will. It's policy differences, you know. Policy differences.
Let me answer to Chacha boy. You say Jamaica politician is not the problem. You just said that, look away. Just look where you're right. Look where you're right, that's all. Politician not the problem, the citizen. You say people, the citizen, and the problem, and the problems. And then you come back and say, the citizens are the problem you attack. And then you come back and say, Jamaican people are the one protecting criminals. Who are the criminals? The politician they attack? None of them are the criminal. If your country lose through them over 100, 200 billion per year through them corruption and them thing, they were to run the country and send the youth them go to school. Who are the problem? And them are the problem. Why the people them are protect them? Why you attack voting for them? Make that clear for me. Because of them are the problem, you know. You come in and you couldn't pay your school fee because it come out of a seat in 2002. And by 2007, you turn a Ministry of Education, but you have 6 different accounts and then you build something and then you have your 2 little babies on them. No example in a set. And send money and you have a company, a shell company in a St. Lucia. And you build a house. And you say people bad mind and you don't go how much money build a house. Oh, you get this money. Nobody not talk. Then the CI, when them the IC come out with that thing up to the year, and I say the money I use them thing about it too long, so we now go prosecute, and then you do your trouble, Zion. The house bill, you couldn't bill it. But I use him and turn prime minister in a country. What kind of example that? Then you have a WikiLeaks where you see a Minister of National Security now, a money laundering and everything, and you see enough more of them. But him a National Security Minister look at every kind of details around there. What kind of country that you are on? What kind of example I said? And you have enough more you can go on. People, well, minister, sit there and run, kind of start a business. Not in any other country, because if it was a businessman, you have to put a business in a trust blind trust. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Then when you sit down and start business, whether you start a rice factory, whether you do a kind of thing, these are criminal hacks. Oh, where them get the money from?
They go in there, start the business way.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
you're right. They go in there. They didn't have any business before. When they become member of parliament, they have businesses. Yes.
You put in a blind trust. So them get extra rich. And you say the people, them are the problem. No, And I said, come on. You don't say no, the people, them want to educate them to vote. You know where Malawu said today? She said something to the people like, she sorry, like, you know, the people, them who know the law. She'd have rather them never know the law, you know. You understand? And then one bag of chatting. It talk not to the paper, you know. When you see that on the headline alone, it catching it show you off. It's a
kind of a contradict. It's a contradictory statement, because she's saying that, you know, she's basically lambasting people for going up for taking the government to task.
Yeah, you must take the government to task.
Saying that they should, instead of taking the government to task, use that same energy and hold one another accountable. But
hold on again.
You have a $200 billion problem on your hands.
Hold on again. I'm going to play this. Because this, at the Prime Minister, just not 2014 this, 2014, 2015, and this in the opposition, when he was opposition. And this is what I'm saying. If you raise a voice in unison, and hold the government for the crime and anything else, right? Listen.
All well-thinking Jamaicans should raise their voice in concert against the high levels of crime and against the government in not doing enough in concert.
Well, yeah, the government will raise their voice in unison for the crime and everything where you're not the right. Him tell me to do what we are doing, you know. Him never realize it. Him tell me to do it.
No, just raise against the government.
The high level of crime against the government is not doing enough and everything. So we are doing it. We are doing my favor. You understand?
Do it to others, but not to them, Wayne.
Eh? The man tell me to do what we are doing.
Not his administration, not any other administration, but not his.
Eh? You understand? And then she don't want people to know the laws and things. We know it.
No, but she's basically saying, you know, Wayne, she's basically saying, nothing to see over here. Focus over there. And the country is going to hell in a hand, has gone to hell in a handbasket. They have a $200 billion corruption problem. That money could have been used to fund education, to build better hospitals, to provide police with equipment, right? To provide fire stations with working and reliable fire trucks, to fix roads and fix them properly. That is the problem. So when they have a $200 billion problem, the communities don't have any infrastructure, they have any services. The children don't have good schools. The teachers are not being paid properly, so they have to take off. The police not being paid properly, nurses not being paid properly. So everywhere across the board, yet they can pay themselves a handsome salary. They don't have it to pay the teachers who are to mold the minds.
Yes.
They don't have it for that. But they have it to give to them. And on top of giving themselves a good salary wage, they are still siphoning off the very money that must go to benefit the people that put them there to help them.
Yes. Yes.
That is the problem.
So them don't want to pay them no good money. Them don't want to pay them. Yeah, them don't want to pay them. Them just want an argument and chat to the people. Them right now them owe the police about money than them not pay it up yet, you know.
Yeah, put Chairman James an interdiction for that.
Yes, when them go up on the pulpit, them come and say, we pay the most money, we build the most station, and you put 5. Them build one in a water, $73 million. And then they want to take the next 70 million for correct it. Who build it? You for put in the right drainage and them thing there. Don't put the place to the right thing. You don't do it, you for pay them cost or what have you. We are sanction you. You understand? You can't do no more work in Jamaica than your company are locked down. You have to pay X amount of money. You are going to fix back this. You have them they even put stiffer thing for them there or them operate. But no, you just want to send. And by the way, everything has stiffer penalty for send people picnic or workhouse. But you don't build one prison, one new prison.
Exactly.
You know, I'm not
their children. It's not that their children are perfect, Wayne. It's not that their children are perfect, you know?
No. And then,
because
Andrew Hollis children have manners so hear this.
Yeah, but you think Andrew Hollis children Wayne don't misbehave?
Yeah, of course I'm misbehave.
You think Delroy Chuck children don't misbehave? Every one of them have children who misbehave. Every one of them. But guess what? Their children, their business don't get put out in the street like that. They get a slap on the wrist. Okay?
But
they get a slap on the wrist.
You see somebody just say that. See what Bug Life say to you know. This is what Bug Life telling you know. That's why when you see them come and talk, you know, you have to put them out. Watch this. I'll show you something again. Remember, Andrew said these things, you know. This is what Bug Life say so. Let me see if I hit this. Look here.
Do not trust the words of politicians. Do not trust the words of politicians.
Yeah, who did this? And it means stuff misinformation this. Oh, you trust him? See him there? The minister misinformation.
I've always said to people, do not trust the words of politicians. Do not trust the words of politicians.
So, you trust him? You can't trust him.
But Wayne,
yes.
Wasn't he at a conference the other day talking about when PNP is in power, crime goes up. And when
so, all right. So, him again. Look again.
He used to say he was talking about himself, though.
Himself again.
Please.
Because this was a lie again. You understand? Because the statistics shows he might talk foolishness. See? Look here. Look here. This is just him, you know. This is just him. Crime gone up. Remember say, yeah, fine. Remember say I can't find him there. So when say Bug Life said, he might say the PMP play blaggers, you know. You understand? Pay foolishness would make no sense. Look on this.
They are telling you when a GMP person talking, they're telling
you murders. But when we came into PNP, into government, Peter Bunting had the crime going up. JP have the crime going down.
And people that are not like this, these are garbage, you know. Film just get up on top because let me show you the statistic. Let me show you a portion Simpson made a statistic right now. I'm glad Mr. Man, I can just get up and do anything and do these things, you know, because facts check it name, you know. Statistic. Yeah? You see when them get up and do these things, yeah? You get up and do these things and tell the bag a lie, you know, it's not good for them, none at all, you know. All right, 2. It depends 2. So I go to 2. Watch out. Look here. Open the people. Look here.
2012, it got
Alright,
1,100 and...
Alright. So 2012 to 2015 people. That a portion seems similar statistic. See the murder statistic. See it here? You see it? And him say in a them time, this was before the 2016 election, you know. Him say when PNP in power and Peter Bunting, this is Peter Bunting in matter. 2012, 1,102. 2013, 1,202. 2014, 1,005. 1,005 murder. 2015, 2015, I said 2014. 2015, 1,208. Not 14, 15. Because 2014 was 1,005. Look at 2016 people. Look here. Andrew want to see now. 2016 people. It passed any one of them. See that the biggest one they saw? It was 1,208. In the 1,203. Look at again.
And 2014, 1,005. No state of emergency, not like that. 2015, it got 1,200. This is when, you know,
This is Andrew one is 2016.
2016 now, it got 1,354. 2017, it go back at 1,647.
Highest murder.
2018.
This is the lowest ever go.
There 1,200. Go down 1,200.
All right, look on these people. Portia highest in a 2015 is 1,208. Female lowest to date is 1,287 in a 2018. The lowest, you know, Andrew lowest, you know. So Peter Portia Simpson highest, lower than Andrew Owens lowest. Highest, you know, beat him by 70 yard life with a save. And she not use no SOE. She not use no Zozo. No, not all like that. She not use. Eh?
Yeah, none of that was used.
None. Them money they not spend. Them thing that what she do and lock up where him do and lock up people. She not use it. But yes, she should have it like this. Eh? And here the lie where bug life just come talk. Them under them going down. Look here. Look here. Look here.
87. And it climbed 2019, 1,339. 2020, 1,300.
You know, go under 1,300 after that again.
Right? Let us see this now. 21 and 22.
So 22. So you know, go under that again, you know, people. This is our 2022, 2020. Okay, so we have the statistic and what them are talking about. You understand? So we have the statistic and what them are talking about. So when you look at the statistic, it no go under the murder thing, no go under nothing at all. Him no beat Portia not even 1 year. If you carry on the murder and everything him chew at you, them spend much money. Yesterday himself for all the government accountable for the high murder rate and everything, you know. And if me play the rest of goddamn shame, him can't come talk to nobody, man. We not allow it. You don't allow it.
Politicized, you know, because he shouldn't have been politicized in something that affects everybody. So he should have come with some solutions, come with something to say, let's try this. I see that you're doing something and it is working. This is my suggestion. That's what he should have done, but he didn't do that. And now he has an opposition, and they will say to him, even look at the car seat debacle. And Mark Golding said to him, okay, let's do this. They shut him down.
Yes.
They shut him down.
Yes.
You know, when he talked about how about the duty-free thing, how about increasing it? They told him no last year. Only for Nigel Parker come this year and say, oh, we're going to do this. Yeah, there are certain things that must be a bipartisan issue, and there's nothing wrong with that. That is how good government works.
I vote them. I don't know. All right. So hear them be a face now. if you not in at something for 2 years, but we'll take this a mark, then take sleep mark then. 2016 as a run, what Manley do, that's how I play about Manley. Because him himself I try to throw Manley under the bus. After him saying study Manley. Not my word. I play and make it hear what him say. That's how I say we can't trust him, you know. He say I'm Godfather and him study him. Right? After you throw Manley under the bus, like this match up
and can Manley be his Godfather?
And people open the thing and show you say don't call Manley. Then him say I study Manley. That's what I say. This for free, and that for free, education for free. See, I got to put money for education and health.
And that is what caused poor people to stop getting a good education with. That is what caused it. That is where the slide took place, you know. When Chiago put access on education, less people were able to be educated because these parents could no longer afford to send their children to university. Okay? That is where the slide took place. And then he shut down Jamal.
He shut down the world.
Shut down Jamal.
And charge to go him cancel that. You understand? IMF just come in and cancel. You notice them don't talk about it. And I like, if them did poll about Siago, well, them don't come talk about Siago, I could have told the people them everything was Siago do and why him shut down. Them nobody talk about it, you know. Them going to say, hey, this is man of the best, and this is what him do. Because we can show you ear by ear what him do, you know. I have it, you know. Someone, one of them run out and say something and make me just done them. You understand? I contradict them because you have to keep it truth and honest. See?
Exactly.
Yes. So we're not give them the time of day for run and spread propaganda and them things. It's not gonna work. It's not work. Facts check. You understand? We do facts check and hold them accountable. Them to stop the foolishness. See? So even when Chuck come, no matter talk about the IC and about the 6, and then he must spin and want to put it back on them. Not gonna work. Not gonna work on there. Yeah, people? Not going to work. Very serious. We're serious on here, so you know. That now
have to be.
Yeah? Not work, none at all. So you see, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So this is why the people them never Siaga couldn't win back. He couldn't win back. Could never.
No, because a lot of the things that people are benefiting from, he took it away.
Yes. And then
he took it away, you know, land lease.
For them not
talk about. Take with the land and get to rich people.
Even boots for them not talk about. We shouldn't have them both at killing the way. We should even encourage them. If they never going to go, you know, mingle up and do things, we shouldn't have it. It shouldn't happen. You know?
No, but you see, Bruce had the criminals had more rights than the law-abiding citizens of Jamaica. That's what happened, you know. They had more rights than law-abiding citizens.
If you have government member who are bigger criminal and a mafia, and I know nobody gonna get locked up to the court port, and SSL can just go and hear your laptop here like it's a 9-day one day, you know, you're nothing else. Eh? This is how it runs.
No.
But are you
and then the laptops were retrieved from the offices, and they were investigating, and the FBI was there, and they were going to leave no stone unturned. Really?
Yeah.
Really? Rubbish, yeah, Wayne.
Yeah, man.
Rubbish.
Them they are chat about of foolishness. Anyway, system I can run, you know, so.
Blessings, my brother. Blessings and respect. Have a good night.
Yes, man. I'm here.
Yeah,
yes.
Man. Cool to everybody.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But there, you know, so tomorrow again, because, you know, it go already. 1 million things to do one time, you know. But we're there again tomorrow. We're up. Yeah. All right. Bless up.